doesn't usually work out all that well. What I love about this racetrack, Joey, you live in turns 3 and 4, and you're nearly wide open. You're taking so much speed through there. You get down to 1 and 2, it's nearly flat, and you have struggles there. Plus, there's going to be a competition caution early. Some of the crew chiefs down in the garage. And strategy is all over the board. Will you pit thin, give up track position, and race your way back for the stage win? It depends on whether you need those points or not, but there's a lot of different strategies. You talked about the field being stacked from back to front. All those different strategies will make it fun to watch as well.
Well, we'll be on top of things. And you mentioned not a lot of drivers out there with a lot of experience around here. 10 drivers have never been here before, so their first laps will be hammered down at the green flag. So we're looking forward to it. I know they've been waiting all day long, so let's get to it. Let's go trackside for opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise as you are able. Remove your hats and veterans render a hand salute as the 1st Cavalry Division Honor Guard from Fort Cavazos, Texas, presents our nation's colors. Here to offer tonight's invocation, please welcome from Texas Alliance Raceway Ministries, Brett Schisler.
Would you pray with me, please? Most loving and gracious God, we come here this evening and we thank you. We thank you for the men and women all over the world that help to keep us safe. And Lord, we come here tonight and we ask for a good, safe race. As we come to you tonight, Lord, we ask that you would be with each and every one of the drivers, with all of the crews, with all of the fans, with all of the safety workers, and with our world. And Lord, we finally come to you tonight and we ask that you would help us to understand that what it is that you want us to do, and then give the wisdom and the strength to do it until it is our turn to come home to you. It is in the strong and beautiful name of your Son, Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome 21-year-old music major at Florida International University, Elise McFall.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran, the bombs bursting in air, gave through the night.
All right.
Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of God?
Beautiful rendition. Well, we're getting you ready for race.
All right, everybody. Texas Motor Speedway triple header weekend. Here we go. What's going on, guys? Chase fan number 9 here. Welcome to another live stream. This will be the first of 3 that I'm going to be doing this weekend. Tonight's the NASCAR Truck Series race. It's the SpeedyCash.com 250, 167 laps, 250 miles. Should be a good race. I know some people might refer to this track as Texas because they're not a fan of the configuration, but it's still Texas regardless. So for those who aren't aware, it's been raining over there, and as a result, practice and qualifying for the truck series was canceled, and they were the starting lineup was set via qualifying metrics. So Tyler Ankrum, who's fresh off his win at Rockingham, will start on pole. Daniel Hemrick will start second, and Jake Garcia will start third. They're basically starting where they finished when we were at Rockingham. Then got Corey Heim, Grant Enfinger, Raja Caruth, Lane Riggs, Chandler Smith, and Jack Wood starting your top 10. Let's see, got Stephen Parsons in the field. Ben Rhodes and teammate Luke Fenhouse are starting back there. Also, as you can see, we got Carson Hocevar driving the number 7 for Spire Motorsports. And we also have Nick Sanchez from the Truck Series in the field driving the 07. So let's see what they can do. I'm sure the fans wouldn't mind an Xfinity regular coming to the Truck Series to compete there. I mean, Nick Sanchez did dominate a truck race here a few years ago, but lost it late to Carson Hocevar, who got his first win here a few years ago. And then you got Brandon Jones. So Sanchez and Brandon Jones are the only two Xfinity regulars in this field. So I expect the Bill McAnally trucks of Ankrum and Hemrick to be strong, and I hope Jake Garcia can keep his string of top 10 finishes going. I think it's only a matter of time before the 13 truck wins, and we can't forget about Corey Heim. Corey Heim, he hasn't won it's been a minute since he's won, so
We're so happy to have him joining us here as our pit reporter. Happy to be awesome to relive those moments and be back here.
Yeah, thank you, Jamie. Yeah, we unloaded that 30 truck here at Texas Motor Speedway, and we knew we had a shot to win this race. We had a great setup. Our team was awesome. And when you start winning at a racetrack over and over, you unload with confidence. You know that you can win that race. And a guy that tonight that could use a shot of confidence is Stuart Friesen. Stuart won this race in 2022, and the last couple of races have been tough. 2 wrecks in a row, not finishing the race. It's been tough on the points race one, but he's won here at Texas Motor Speedway. He's got a lot of top 5s. So unloading here at Texas Motor Speedway, you got to give him some confidence. So Stuart, you've won here at Texas. Been a tough couple of weeks. You got to come here and unload, thinking you got a shot to win this thing.
For sure, we as a group think we have a shot every week. The last 2 were definitely tough, and I wear my heart on my sleeve to a downfall at times. So there's a lot of emotion there after Rockingham, after having another fast truck for the second week in a row, and not having a result. So excited to be back here at Texas, one of my favorite tracks. This will be pretty wild with the Hellmark TRD Pro starting out the Matrix, and having to come from 23rd here.
I ain't sleeping on Stuart Friesen either.
Wow.
Stuart Friesen looking to get that train back on the tracks at one of his best.
Yep.
Thanks, Todd. Well, we appreciate that. Thank you for wearing your heart on your sleeve.
I'll close the window.
Almost like he's ready to put the towel in and call it.
Yeah, I texted him. And we're
Closed it.
He said, that's all it is about. I know I got fast trucks. And Joey, that's what it's all about.
Oh yeah, one driver I'm not sleeping on tonight is Stuart Friesen, who won here at Texas a few years ago. It's been a few rough weeks for. He hasn't gotten the results, and you think after a few weeks. No. Her and I were gonna do something tomorrow, she said.
Yeah, but the difference, just the 3 of us.
Come on.
America's Most Wanted feature.
So,
Something terrible happened with a fishing trip Earl killed.
Stuart Friesen, he's had a few rough weeks of not getting the results that he's wanted. And yeah, he's a driver I'm not sleeping on tonight. So I hope he can get a good result tonight, especially since his last Truck Series win was at Texas not too long ago. Roger Carruth, he got his first top 5 last time Trucks race. So let's see how he does. I hope Lane Riggs and Chandler Smith can have a good run because we all saw that at Rockingham they played a fuel mileage game, and unfortunately Lane Riggs and Chandler Smith's fuel mileage game didn't work out. You also got Caden Honeycutt and Grant Enfinger. I hope they can get strong results tonight. And let's see. And I'm not going to count out Andre Perez either. So let's see how they do. Also got Matt Mills back there. Oh yeah, IndyCar is also this week too at Barber Motorsports Park in Alabama. So let's see how this goes tonight.
They call you the hero. 3 times. They say words like legend and dynasty. 4, 5, 6 titles. They'll say enough is enough. But when you've won it all 7 times, what's left to say? The trophy speaks for itself. Introducing the full lineup of Ram trucks. Ram, 7-time winner of Motor Trend's Truck of the Year.
Huge news. You can get a son for just $3. Wait, I said son of, look at the words. Son of winner is $3. Thank you. Forbidden Texas won't quit. Gotta be winning.
Some folks are drawn to other country. Others crave the loud roar of a high-performance exhaust. And some like both. We call them family.
Perfecting your swing is hard.
I saw that.
But replacing your windshield doesn't have to be. Go to SafeLife.com and we can come to you.
Sick.
Our highly trained techs can replace your windshield where you are, even if that's right in your driveway.
Have a good day. Thank you.
SafeLife makes it easy. Go to SafeLife.com and schedule a replacement today.
NASCAR is back at the rock. After 12 years away,
When you get gas, when you get tired.
when will Corey Hines come into this? What it's talking about goes to the finish. Super flat with EPS. Gets it done. Tyler Abram, your winner.
Was he going to make it? Could he get there? Yes, he could. Look at that celebration.
And he drove a 130 race winless streak. What a day it was. He's starting on the front row.
Also, in other news, for those who aren't aware, Connor Zilish will not be racing tomorrow's Xfinity race at Texas after he sustained lower back injuries. He unfortunately sustained lower back injuries after that last lap crash at Talladega last Saturday, so he'll be out of the 88 for a few weeks. Well, the Xfinity Series won't be back until Charlotte, which is at the end of, towards the latter end of this month. So he'll probably most likely will be back by then. Either way, unfortunately, this is coming at the expense of a couple each, being Kyle Larson driving it. I wish it would be someone else, but I guess they're just doing it because of money, I guess. And also, Napa is celebrating 100 years this weekend. Both Hemrick and Chase Elliott are running gold. They're both running gold Napa paint schemes, so hope they can get good results Jamie Little, Joey Logano, and Michael Waltrip. So yeah, hope Elliott and Hammer can get good results this week. Yes.
Alongside him, Daniel Hemrick, his teammate in that goal, number 19.
Here in row 2, we just saw Jake Garcia coming off one of the great finishes next to Corey Hines, who's going to be a real contender. This is his type of racetrack.
Grant Infinger is going to roll off from the 5th position, and this is a brand new truck that Grant's going to be racing.
Also, Corey Himes got a new paint scheme on his truck tonight. It's a different Safe Lights ski.
It'd be great. Chandler Smith as well. Another truck that I think is going to be really fast.
Keep your eye on Brandon Jones in that one truck. He hasn't run as well as we thought he would this season. Got another great chance here. Experienced driver. He's going to do well today.
Look who's back in row 10, Carson Hocevar.
And he is feeling spicy.
Another fast one.
Yeah, Carson Hocevar is going to have that Chili's Ride the Dente scheme tonight.
He's out there today.
No one yet.
We said it could be coming down to what we talked earlier. A lot of strategy to get him forward the front. Feels like he's going to have a back truck though.
All right, let's say hello to our two reporters, Tom Bodine and Josh Sims. Josh, I'm so happy to see that you have gotten rid of the rain jacket.
Yeah, the weather is beautiful down here in January. Let's talk about Corey Hines. This is a guy that's led the most laps in 3 of the last 4 races, but hasn't been back to victory lane since mid-March at Vegas. And he's a guy with his 11 team that is expected to win each and every race. So I talked to Corey about that earlier today. He said, look, we're in a good position. Nothing needs to change. We have a bunch of good track for us coming up, and that starts tonight at Texas, a place where he finished runner-up last year. When I talked to him about this track, he said, look, we weren't good at the start of this race last year, but by the end, we had this truck dialed in and should have won. So if they can start this race the way they ended last year, it should be prime time by the end of the night time.
Thanks, Josh. Yeah. Texas Motor Speedway is like almost like racing 2 different racetracks, right? Turns 3 and 4, pretty easy. Pretty much just run wide open through there. Really no bumps, not a good front corner. But
She was 88.
Oh, Carl was from 40.
They repaved Texas Motor Speedway, and when they did, they reconfigured turns 1 and 2. They basically added a lane to the bottom of the race.
Oh yeah, today is Kyle Busch's birthday. He turns 40. I hope he can have some birthday luck on Sunday.
Which makes the trucks really loose. And when it's loose, they have to drive a little straighter in, which makes it push in the middle. When it pushes in the middle,
You noted how Todd Bodine's a 6-time winner at Texas in the Truck Series when he was racing.
because it's going to be the one that separates the men from the boys. Jamie?
I like it, Todd. And Josh, you guys have a good night down there.
I found one more disc with room on it. And it looks like Lane Riggs is going to have the Aaron's Dream Machine or the Aaron's colors tonight. Nice to see them there because they've been on both the 34, 38, and the Cup Series. So it'd be cool to see Aaron's go back to victory lane again.
167 laps, 250 quick miles around here. 2 stages, both being 40 laps. In the final stage, 87 laps. You see the fuel window there. That's something we're going to be looking at a lot tonight. 50,
Then on lap 20, we got a competition caution.
Competition caution. That's going to be the game-changing moment for some of these truckers that are looking to get track position.
We have 3 onboard cameras for you
I think all the Nice Motorsports trucks are all running throwbacks. Tonight as well. I'll talk about those later.
These onboard cameras. We're here with Jake Garcia, just looking out that view onto the back straightaway, seeing him operate that truck. It still does it for me. I just love those shots.
Yeah, that roof camera, even this camera here, this is exactly what the driver sees, right? I mean, just to the left of you there. You're gonna. That's it. That's all they see. That's why they have good spotters. I can't see that far to the right. It's definitely an adventure in there.
That's the SpeedyCash.com on board for Chandler Smith.
That's my pick. I'm going to go ahead and say it right now. Taylor Smith's going to win this race.
Wow. Confidence.
Heard it here first.
Hello, Eric. Welcome to the live stream.
I'm just like
All right, coming to turn 3 for the green flag.
Birds and butterflies today. I mean, it has been a long day for these truckers already, and they have not been in their trucks until right now. So this is the moment we've been waiting for. As the pace truck leaves the field.
All right, here we go.
Daniel Hemrick, Jake Garcia, Corey Heim, your top four. For long, we're going to be racing under the lights here at Texas Motor Speedway.
All right, pace car heads to pit road. Or pace truck heads to pit road. Green flag is out, and the Truck Series race at Texas is green. I like how they put the Texas flag right at the start-finish line. I like that. Whoa! Damn, 9 truck loose going into the corner. Oh, wow.
There's been bumping and banging, but we are clean. What a battle up front. Look at the onboard with Jake Garcia all over Tyler Ingram.
And we said 5 wide and we didn't go caution. I'm pretty impressed by that.
Dang, dodging bullets already early in the race. Wow, Jake Garcia is up to second.
That's hard to do. Track a guy like that because you lose the air on your nose and it makes your truck line not turn as well.
Exactly, but you see a Tyler Ingram, and he missed the bottom a little bit. You know, when you keep your left front tire off the bottom, just like he did there again, he's giving that second place truck a little bit of air on that left front fender that's helping him stay close. You want to close that all the way off.
Whoa, look at that big run by Gio. Did something happen to Henry? It looks like maybe he got loose down in 3 and 4. GC 49 diving to the bottom as well.
Yes, it looks like there's something happened off of turn 2. That momentum.
Also, Nice Motorsports, they are celebrating 10 years of racing in the Truck Series. Yeah, 10 years ago, I didn't have a single clue in the world of who Nice Motorsports, who that team was. I mean, I did see the number 45 back then, but I had not a clue in the world of who they were until now. Let's see. So where to begin? So Caden Honeycutt, his throwback is a throwback to one of Nice Motorsports' early paint schemes, and they're running their old school number font. Bailey Curry is throwing back to Ross Chastain's win at Iowa that got him DQ'd. I think didn't he keep? Yeah, I think he kept the win that day or something. Yeah. Oh Jesus! 13 truck got really loose. Oh, here comes the 34. Oh yeah, he's coming on the outside. There he goes. And then, oh yeah, here we go. So yeah, Bailey Curry's throwing back to Ross Chastain's Iowa win from 2019. Matt Mills is throwing back to Ross Chastain's. It's supposed to be a throwback to Ross Chastain's win at Gateway, which came the week after, I think. Oh no, that was before. And then, of course, the 45 is throwing back to one of their older schemes.
What?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
What? I'm sitting here in the living room.
Gio Rogero's up into the top 5. All right, Mom.
See you later. I'll eat all the cookies.
All right.
Have fun.
I'm gonna try not to eat them all. All right. I'll keep you posted. Yeah. Oh wow.
The spot that we talked about a lot last year. We called it Calamity Corner in a couple instances.
Well, it's the same corner. What I saw there, he tried to arc that corner a little bit more. We heard Tom Bogan talk about this before the race started. Very flat inches, no banking holding you. You grab a little bit more arc, you're guiding that lateral into the car before the banking's there, and you get loose.
And that's what it sounds like when you get loose.
Great racing all over the place, especially up front. But right now, Tyler Abrams, he's led all the laps so far. 157 to go.
Yep.
Welcome to Truck Country, where sweat becomes fuel, bumpers become bruisers, and pedals become fences.
Yeah, Gio Rogero's only 18. He'll be 19 this year. His birthday's in August. And then next year he'll be 20. He's from Seekonk,
To
Massachusetts.
tell you the truth, we could take or leave the extravagance, the attention, the celebrity,
Oh, yeah.
the bragging rights, the bravado. Because all we've ever really wanted is for every
Coming up on lap traffic already.
Excuse me, are you shopping online while standing in line?
Yeah.
Me too. I just bought a croquet set using PayPal. Cool. And PayPal.
Something must be up with Tony Breidinger's truck. She's off pace. Teammates back.
I use PayPal to buy this ticket, and I'm paying it off in 4 payments. No fees, no interest.
Connor Mosack in
Pay
12th.
in store, pay online, pay over time. Don't just pay.
I'm not going to count Bailey Curry out, especially after that strong run he had at Bristol a few weeks ago.
Flex this contours to it. So the 5 ways to get virtually every hair in one stroke for the ultimate Gillette shaving experience. The best in it is Gillette Labs.
This is Joseph Newgarden. Joseph was conceived to win races. Stop picking number 2, pick it back up at 32. Good for strong bones. How about his clavicle? Joseph wins even when he loses. This is his wife, his Tuesdays, his hand-eye coordination. He might have the greatest jawline in sports. It's not that handsome. And on Sundays, Joseph flies. Welcome to the fastest racing on earth. NASCAR Salutes, together with Coca-Cola, honors those who serve at home and abroad.
Welcome back to the speedcast.com. Shooting 50 Tyler Abrams continues to lead Lane Bridge. What about it, guys? Up in the top 4, 5, 6, 4 division. And one of those drivers, the 17 of Gio Ruggiero, one of the 10 drivers here for the first time. He had a little bit of a ride in the back.
Which reminds me of that Dale Jr. moment, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely does. You make it really close to the back of these trucks. All you see is
Oh, wow. The 17 clipped the grass there a little bit.
You know, you said it in the opening when we were on board. The vision to the left, especially when they're behind other guys, is not there.
Some competition cautions coming up.
Speaking of following around, here's Lane Riggs. Right on Tyler Abrams. He's been hounding him the last few laps, trying to just wait for him to make a mistake, and we're a couple laps away from that competition caution. So it's either get him now or figure out what he's doing.
And I'm watching these lap times, and they're just not falling off that much. They're running still low 30-second bracket. So it'll be interesting when this caution comes out, who does what as far as speed. And this 30, we talk about speed cat, maybe this Aaron's truck, number 34, he's the speediest cat in town. And if you like what you saw earlier, Joe, with him looking around to that second through, that's impressive.
Yeah, and he's making it work. He's trying to carry momentum down the back stretch.
Tyler Anchor so far, he's led every lap so far tonight, 18. He's now led more laps in 2025 than in any other season. The guy who sounds like he might be having a radio issue.
Oh, wow. The 34 got loose. Hello, Jay the Rail Fanner. And the competition caution is out.
And the caution is out for the first time. This is the competition caution.
And Cody Dennison almost went lap there.
Time for teams to bring the trucks in, take a look at it if they wish.
If you want to. So I think there's a couple different strategies here, Michael. I think there's one that you can stay out and make it to the end of the stage and try to get some points. Or you come in and you get your tires here. Then there's two strategies. You can pit again in another 20 laps. Or you can possibly run all the way to the second stage to stay out of the stage. So big decision for the crew chief. And this is interesting to me because the fastest lap of the race came on lap 17.
So you got CSX rescuing an Amtrak, it looks like. Yep. Out here on the West Coast, we're no stranger to seeing stuff like that. Although out here we get UP and BNSF.
Like I said, the only reason why you're going to pit here is I think you're going to try to cycle yourself to win the second stage, which also puts you in the lead to start the third stage. That could be a decent play.
There's playbooks down there, Jamie, and they're looking through them all right now, trying to make a decision based on lap times, based on
We're going bowling tomorrow. Oh, okay, nice. Hope you score some strikes out there.
A lot of words that probably words we can't say on TV.
The lucky dog was forward right there from there.
The lucky dog was saying, hold on, baby, we're almost to that competition caution. Pit road is open. These guys will be making a decision.
A reminder, this stage is 40 laps. Second stage is 40 laps as well. Takers.
None so far. Wow. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Right.
Is that Cameron?
Cam Smith is in.
Right.
Chandler Smith, the first one down pit lane.
And the whole back half of the field really came down here earlier.
I think that's just
Oh, it's for a birthday party. All right. Yeah, I've been to a birthday party at a bowling alley before. It was years ago.
Expect everyone to get 4 tires here since they know they're giving up the track position anyway.
Well, that, I think, like I said, I think they're going to plan on running this all the way to the second stage. So possibly these trucks may end up being the leaders after the end of the first stage.
And plenty of tires. They got that extra set since they didn't run practice and qualifying earlier. So 6 sets sitting for tonight. All right, first pit stops are complete. We'll be back.
Oh, nice. CSX local freight.
Join the more than 7 million adults like Michael who've taken Ozempic.
As trained musicians, my type 2 diabetes could slow us down, but I didn't let it. I'm Michael from the Warren Tree.
It's nice.
This is what my
Well, I got something last Sunday too.
And lost some weight too.
It was the one, the only BC Rail. Yep, BC Rail was in my area this past weekend. Things went according to plan, and I was able to catch it without any issues, just how I like it. No, I haven't yet.
Tell your provider if you plan to have surgery or a procedure, are nursing, pregnant, or plan to be. Serious side effects may include inflamed pancreas, gallbladder, or severe stomach problems, or changes in
No, I haven't gotten 181 yet. It's those NEGE bells. Yep. And there was also a fake bonnet leader with that, with the RS3L horn. That was 714.
Do it all with Steel Battery. Don't miss Steel deals. Now is the best time to save big on over 40 hardworking Steel tools. Hurry into your local Steel dealer or shop online.
Yeah, NEG bill. Yeah, that's very common out here, especially on new Siemens signals. Oh wow. Okay, I found it. I had to look up Alex Pro 2025 live. It's Honda Racing. Wow, that's a pretty cool looking sharp paint scheme. Nice to see something different on this car other than DHL. I haven't been back to Calvine Road in a long time, and I don't have any plans to go back there anytime soon. At least not yet. I'll be back eventually. Yeah, I haven't seen Scott McLaughlin's save yet, Eric.
He has a problem that no driver wants to have. He's loose in and tight in the middle. Josh?
Yeah, I've gotten the P42, the Amtrak P42 number 181 leading before. The last two times I caught it leading, it had some good stuff on it. The last time it was I caught trailing and leading. Last time I caught was on the Starlight, and the other time was on the Zephyr. Oh yeah, I think I remember those paint schemes that he had. All right, here we go. Back to green. 15 laps to go. To go. Carson Hocevar looking to the inside.
How about this name that I think is going to be sounding a lot tonight? Corey Hine. How fast is he going? Paul Peter Long there. He's again right the top five. The Blue Hine truck right on board now. Only driver he's led in every race this year. Talked to him today like he should have 5 wins by now. But one thing or another, he's kept them from victory lane all of those races. He has 2 wins to his credit. This weird is under the built just down the road here in Texas. Another long lane here in one trying to get that next win that we know is coming. This win will it be? Jesse with 2 tracks back there. He had a great restart, and now he's up to 5th.
We're going to talk about how strong right now the 11 of 49 is. He came over the radio during that competition process and said, I have a wobbly feeling in the front end of this truck, just like I had it in Rockingham. So while the truck is strong, it's a concern for him right now, guys.
Thanks, Josh. For that, Jake Garcia did it earlier. Jesse saw him coming on. He was sideways.
He didn't let me still stay right underneath Ingram. Ingram, once he lost that clean air, you can see that his truck, he wasn't pulling away that much as a leader, which is usually a sign that you're not that good. That, you don't have enough speed. And now that he's lost that clean air, his truck's starting to show that he'll handle it a little bit.
And there goes another spot for Corey Hine. He's going to be second now. I'm trying to run down Lane Riggs. And that's what Jake Garcia, though, after that big slide he had, he's recovered and still right up front. More action back in the back. You can see these guys trying to sort it out.
See Connor Lowe back in the 81 right there.
Oh. I mean, that's some amazing saves.
Oh, crash. Gio Ruggiero. Damn. King Honeycutt wrecked hard.
You saw so many near misses, Joey. I was just saying that when finally it all went. But that was a hard hit. Make sure you're okay, Bert.
That was okay, man. It's just so much fun to watch this race up to this moment. Is everyone was making just big saves. It's like everyone's in these sketchy situations, but they're
Brandon Jones. I mean, he's been wrecked 3 of the.
Brandon Jones.
That's. Oh wow, hard hit. And Stuart Friesen went for a. I mean, that's nothing compared to that one crash a few years ago when there was that vicious crash in the front stretch that involved Trey Hutchins.
Life is hard, but saving money by bundling your home and auto with Progressive is easy. Well, yeah, deciding what's for dinner every night for the rest of your life.
What causes it? Is it Graves' disease or someone you have to talk to?
Yeah, I remember that crash.
I got somebody for that.
Oh well, it is what it is.
I got somebody for that. I got somebody for that.
You got somebody for Crohn's disease? There's hope for the estimated 1 in 10 men who may have Crohn's disease or PD.
Yeah, Brandon Jones' truck is destroyed.
Help you create a plan, including non-surgical options. Find somebody
And
today.
2 Tricon trucks
Your
taking a.
cheeseburger deserves a nice big slice of our Sargento family legacy. You can taste over 70 years of our family commitment to high quality, real, natural cheese in every bite. You have our word on it, you have our name on it. Sargento, a promise you can taste.
We started in Brooklyn in '78 and quickly learned we weren't building exhaust. We were building excitement, giving drivers that same roar of victory on their way to work that they heard at the races. Almost 5 decades later, nothing's changed.
Fill up on all the good stuff at Subway. All your faves packed with tons of crispy veggies and fresh sliced meats. And now buy any footlong in the app for just $6.99. Great bread, great meat, great sauce, great deal. Get on it, people. Order now on the Subway app.
Okay, let's go here for more citizens of the North. That's a great Lord.
Really, let's listen to your text.
This is my baby.
You gotta feed your lawn. Feed it.
Eat it. The consistency is everything.
Scott's weed is the product is incredible. Look, I'm picking my lawns. And my thick lawn is the enemy of weeds.
Our life is complicated. Our lawn, simple.
Kill existing weeds and thicken your lawn all spring. Turf builder, weed and feed. Feed your lawn. Feed.
Silence, fly, blow wild and free. I want to be myself. I want to grow taller. I want to shake me. Nature's Bounty. Your bones are 4 times as strong as concrete. Nature's Bounty supplements your bone health with high absorption magnesium. It's in your nature to stand strong. Nature's Bounty. It's in your nature.
Some folks are drawn to open country. Others crave the loud roar of a high-performance exhaust. And some like both. We call them family.
Welcome back to NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series racing from Texas. We're under caution for the second time tonight. And our
last year.
is picking up all the pieces from this violent crash that involved 4 trucks.
Yeah, I think I remember hearing about that crash.
Yeah, let's talk about how hard it is to see again.
Yeah, and speaking of Road America, hold on, let's see this crash. Oh, yep, he clipped the grass even harder. Boom.
Yeah, we've seen this wreck happen here before, just like that. And I think Kyle Busch said it best: we need more grass and it needs to be taller. And that's sarcasm.
A little sarcastic. Did you see that great slide and save by Stuart Friesen? He was able to barely get through and miss that sometimes a moment like Stewart experiences here when he drives the heck out of that blue truck, seat down on the bottom, he went to go high, decides to go low. Those are sideways and kept it going straight. Ish.
And those guys are running 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th.
Look at that big push.
Carson Hocevar, time to just get put.
It's so low in the grass.
Right, drivers are coming in. The leaders are.
Tyler Engelman slipped back a few spots after leading the first 24 laps of the race. Wayne Rich, Corey Hodgman.
All these trucks will get 4 tires, as Joey said, flipping the stage here. Probably trying to see if they can't get back in the top 10, but knowing they got trucks to win the race with. This is their strategy that they're playing. And so what's going to happen here is a lot of the trucks that hit it last time have stayed out. The majority of them have. And they only got 7 or 8 green flag laps on their tires. They're looking pretty good.
6 laps to go here in stage number 1.
Okay, so Cody Dennison wins the race off pit road.
Riding on board. Chandler Smith gets a bird's eye view of that incident right there.
Mommy, I have to go potty.
Yep. Oh yeah, I remember he was going to do the Coke 600 in the 87 car for Trackhouse.
Did you know Toyota has 3 NASCAR Cup teams? They got Team 2211 owned by this guy. And every time they turn in Danny Hamlin. But Danny Hamlin races for another team, Joe Gibbs Racing. Yeah, Super Bowl winning head coach Joe Gibbs. And they both share the track with Legacy Motorsport, co-owned by 7-time Cup champ Jimmy Johnson. 3 other teams, 4 legendary owners, all going after 1 cup. Now you're up to speed.
Check it out.
Pizza Hut's Cheesy Bites Pizza is a game changer. With 28 cheese-filled bites around the crust, every single bite is a highlight. Cheesy Bites Pizza. Get it on the Pizza Hut app.
Some folks are drawn to open country. Others crave the loud roar of a high performance exhaust.
So that means they got 2 weeks, at least 2 weeks to wait. So we got 2-week break.
With Indeed, you can avoid awkward salary conversations from the start. A number.
So
Your cheeseburger deserves a nice big slice.
So I'm just gonna reiterate this again, just to let everyone know that so as you folks may know that Amazon Prime is gonna be streaming some races, starting with the Coke 600 later this month, and it's gonna go until at least Pocono, and the races are Amazon Prime. Unfortunately, one of those races is Mexico, the Cup race, unfortunately, but at least during that time frame, I will be able to watch the truck and Xfinity races that will be happening during that time span. So that means for me that so as a result of that, I won't be streaming any Cup races on Sunday right up until when NASCAR and TNT comes back, because I do have TNT. So yeah, I won't be streaming any of those Cup races that will be on Amazon Prime. And also, I don't want to go through like making an account and all that, because that's just too much. I mean, also, I don't want to make our bills at home go sky high and all that. Either way, so there's that. The only races that I will, however, though, IndyCar will still be running on Sundays on Fox, of course. So what that means is I will be streaming the IndyCar races that will be on the Sundays during that time frame. And of course, my Michigan will will be my birthday weekend this year. Won't be Sonoma, but rather Michigan. So, yeah. All right, back to green. So it looks like Crafton led the field back to green. Matt Mills is also up there. There goes, and the 9 is takes off with the lead. Oh, your folks have an Amazon account? Nice. Two to go. Oh, you do? There's other people out there that do the same exact thing. I mean, it'd be cool to try out because my favorite driver, Dale Jr., is going to be the host. So, but it's unfortunate because if I had a TV, if I had a different TV with those streaming services like Amazon Prime, I think I might be able to watch, even if it was just a 30-day trial. I mean, I could do that, but I just don't want to go through the whole process of like making an account and all that. So it is what it is. Anyways, Grant Enfinger is going to win stage number 1, and Matt Mills going to finish second. Matt Crafton third. It looks like the front row motorsports trucks are going to round out the top 10. Hey, what's up, Mark? Mark, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good good day today. Hopefully Daniel Trotta followed by Anos. Oh yeah, Carl Edwards and Corey LaJoy are going to be on there as well. Well, I'll be checking on social media to see how Amazon Prime. Okay, so IndyCar.
Go to SafeLight.com and schedule now.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
I will be live streaming the Indy 500 as always. So there's that.
Voice by Superhydration Body Wash. The sweet scent of a honeymoon infusion. Moisturize with vitamin B3.
You better not be using all the Old Spice.
Can you do my bag?
So the races I will be streaming during the Cup Series off week that I'm going to have, it's going to be the Indy 500, the Detroit Grand Prix, the IndyCar race at Gateway, and Road America, the Expel Grand Prix. So that should be fun. And let's see. And of course, they got Mid Ohio and the Iowa doubleheader afterwards. Huh. See, it's not Hy-Vee anymore. It's called Sioux Cup IndyCar Race Weekend, race number 1. Oh, okay. And of course, Laguna Seca's at the end of July.
I'm putting on my stage freedom unlimited card, and I'm gonna cash back on a few other things too.
Oh yeah, speaking of birthdays, it's not just Kyle Busch's birthday today. I also want to give a birthday shout out to Blue Jimmy 48 fan. If you ever see the stream, I hope you're having a good 25th birthday today. So there's that. I gave him a birthday shout out back in my early years of YouTube. Back in my early years, and it's been a minute, so I decided to do one today. Oh yeah, Watkins Glen's coming up soon for IMSA. That'll be next month. Yeah. Yeah, and I'll be turning 25 in a little over a month or so. For my birthday, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but well, you've seen my channel, know that I'm a rail fan type person, so I'm gonna try and see where I can go for my find a place to rail fan part of my birthday. For my birthday, it's been a minute, but let's see what we can do.
You like baseball, Joey?
Yeah, I never watched much baseball.
I am it's back.
Partnered with Safe Flight Foundation to go blue in May to support Foster Love. It's a nonprofit dedicated to transforming the lives of foster children.
Earlier, Foster Love, what they're doing for that community, it's just a beautiful effort.
I'd say foster care, that's what our foundation, Joe Logano Foundation, we support organizations that help the foster care community, the kids, the parents, that go through it. It's such a hard thing to become, and it's such a challenge even just to become a foster parent.
32
foster parent,
next Friday.
That are going to come your way.
7 years older than me.
Put into the system, it's not of their own doing, right? It's not their fault. It's not the decisions they made, and they just need some love. They just need someone to care about them and show them how to become a contributing member of society, right? That's the ultimate goal. Great organizations like this help that.
Well, a great organization like your foundation that helps them do the things that they get to do. So thank you for that.
Yeah, we love the Jail Kids crew. You have 2 new members coming this weekend, right?
We have a few coming this weekend too, which is fun. They get to have the full NASCAR experience, and they'll have the race suits on. They'll push a car out, under the grid, and maybe set the air pressure. They're doing a little job. It's cool.
So great. How about this Daytona points for Henfinger with 10, Matt Mills 9, great for him. All the way down to Wayne Riggs there, taking that 10th and final spot, getting that 1 point. Todd.
I spoke with Dan McRae before the start of the race.
Well, so that's 6 months from now.
A couple of hard weeks for him, not good finishes. They need to get a good solid run, good finish in this stage 7. He said the truck's just a little loose. Josh?
Thanks, Todd.
Oh, Josh.
See him taking a time issue on the right front there with Tanner.
Tanner Gray getting some work on his truck.
You don't want to be messing around with your fingers. He's on his way.
Yeah, somebody took the right front tire off because the feature label was not there. So we got into something at some point.
So 123 laps of action still to come from Texas Motor Speedway, Grand Finger.
Win 1 championship, you're celebrated. Win twice, they call you a hero. 3 times, they say words like legend and dynasty. 4, 5, 6 titles, they'll say enough is enough. But when you've won it all 7 times, what's left to say? The trophy speaks for itself. Introducing the full lineup of Ram trucks. Ram, 7-time winner of Motor Trend's Truck of the Year.
Huge news. You can get a son for just $3. Wait, I said son of. Look at the words. Son of Big Hanger is $3. Thank you for making that just won't quit.
Of course, OBB, he's 5 years older than me. Nice.
Cool.
You know, let's choose how I pay.
Oh, no, you're not going to sing it now, are you?
You can pay your way. Very nice.
I use PayPal to buy this ticket, and I'm paying it off in 4 payments. No fees, no interest.
You know what else is really good? Me.
Pay in store, pay online, pay over time. Don't you think?
I was far from wild, free, I want to be classy. I was still tall, I want to change.
At Mothers, we appreciate the simple things. The life wasn't complicated. That's
the inspiration behind Mother's new California Gold Ceramic line of products. The easiest way to clean, correct, and protect your way to a whole new level of deep ceramic glass-like clarity, superior hydrophobic protection, and head-turning shine. Mother's California Gold. Ceramic made simple. Give it that mother's love.
Weeding is the worst. But now, there's spruce. You'll see visible results in 1 hour and dead weeds in 1 day. And it's safe for use around people and pets. Spruce, the new hard-working, worry-free weed and grass pill.
Things are just different in Texas. The cowboy hats, the saddles, boots. You got different cool stuff for winning here, by the way. The six shooters, Texas trucks. This makes sense.
That's cool.
Need to see some courses. We saw the Longhorns here in our opening teams. Love to see that. There used to be some right across the street, but they have built it up so much around those racetracks. Not a lot of livestock around it.
I'm not sure how else I would like the sound of the horsepower I see here.
We used to see them sometimes at Dogfish. Used to bring them in, always the big shows, the free race shows.
Got an interesting situation. You know, some of these guys that are at the front of the field, top 32 on lap 22, they stayed out. And now they can really do.
Oh yeah, me too. Can't wait to see how they do there. Oh yeah, Dale Jr. is gonna do TNT. Can't wait to see how he does. Still kind of want Rick Allen back, if I'm being honest. Hopefully Diffie can do NASCAR on the CW later on this year, because I think Lee Diffie did a good job last year. Oh, he is? All right. Oh, NBC. Sorry, why did I think it was CW for some reason? Oh yeah, I remember him doing the. Oh yeah, I think I've heard of Brian Till before.
He just put it up there and drove right around and a ton of speed on that track. That'd be like what you're saying, Joey, for the race on Sunday with this groove opening up like it is right now. Yeah, and as this runs longer, it's going to open up a little bit more. But you see behind, he ran down and ran in bigger, like he's sitting still, so much speed.
Great battle for the lead here. They head into turn one.
That was his fastest lap of the race. That time around, it was the 49.82 bracket.
Every time I think of Lee Diffie and announcing a NASCAR race, I can't. His call of Harrison Burton's first win always. His call on Harrison Burton's first win is always stuck in my head every single time I think of him calling a NASCAR race. Oh yeah, sure. You can ask me a question, Mark. I don't know. Oh, we got a spin. Lane Riggs off turn 2, and the caution's out. Yep. Bump the wall, and the caution.
I don't know who's going to have to lead when the caution came out. Lane Riggs was really fast earlier, too.
Oh, it's all right.
We talked about the aggressive box and the battles going down. I'll go
Ooh. Whoops. Looks like he got a little bit off the groove there and spun. Obviously, it wasn't intentional, so.
Yeah, that was safe. Totally safe.
Brief, first timer, huh? Let's pause for the facts. Sure, it looks safe, but like nearly half of all used cars, it's been in an accident. With Carfax.com, you see how accidents impact price, so you don't have to overpay. Unpause.
Also accidents, useless space.
You're gonna need it.
Wait, twins? No, that was too long of a pause.
Shop with the facts at Carfax.com.
That's good. Join me, my friend. What are you doing? We are living la vida loca. Cool. Do you need a dolce pizza? No? Is this your idea?
Enjoy the intense flavor of the Lazza Dolce Vita.
That's it. We also have flavors. Good. I'm confused.
Let's take a little replay here. Off in the last corner, turn 17.
Oh yeah, I see what you're talking about Scott McLaughlin's save. Okay, so he had an off-track excursion. Oh yeah, oh. Just imagine how bumpy that is.
To the left-hand side and crash into pit wall. We've seen it spin around and hit the wall on the outside and do some pretty significant damage. So early in the session, bullet dodge there for Scott McLaughlin. As we take a look at Scott McLaughlin, who's already been off the track once.
No.
That's a nice ball.
Whoa! Damn! Tokyo drifted that corner. Damn! Woo! Damn.
That is 2 in a row. Time for him to come down, catch his breath, and yeah.
Wow. Hello, Zachary. Welcome to the stream. Cautions out for Lane Riggs' spin. Slight bump on the wall, but his truck's undamaged. Apparently, it says Corey Heim got the lead at the moment of caution. So if that's NASCAR's call, then all right. Then so far we've had 4 cautions for 18 laps, and we've had 4 lead changes among 4 different drivers. I hope this race doesn't get too crazy because usually these races are calm in a way, but they can get crazy every once in a while. So I see that Brian Till used to be a former race car driver himself.
All driven by one mission. To keep businesses big, small, and everything in between moving full speed ahead.
And welcome back to Texas Motor Speedway. We are under caution. Riggs went around. So gentlemen, Michael, Joey, let's take a look as you come down pit road. See what happens.
Side by side with you, like no side force, wasn't able to do it all the way down to the bottom to try to give himself a little bit more room, and then got loose. Yeah, it looked like the 98 and the deputy gave him room down on the bottom, and whatever pinching him down, it didn't appear. You can see Lane had more room to the left, he could have got lower. But like you said, we talked about it earlier, it's loose getting into turn 1, he just couldn't pinch it down. Yeah, he was already loose, only through the turn to be able to get there, and then you get closer to that truck on the outside, and it just makes it worse. And you know, a pretty good sized hit to try to adjust these corners. You see it hit there afterwards, so both of them lose back position. And that's a pretty big hit. You can see it to try to adjust these trucks.
Disagree with my analysis of the situation. What did you see, Mr. Logano, Cup champion? What do you like racing to me?
Well, if that's his choice, then well, if that's what he wants to do, then so be it. But there's always a high chance that he could. Ugh, that could be a long shot for Joe Gibbs. I mean, it's not every day that he would drop someone because they're underperforming. Yeah, William Sawalich needs to pick up the pace, and he should have. I'm sorry. I have nothing against Sawalich, but he needs to. He should have gone with a full-time truck ride instead. He did good with Tri. He did all right with Tricon, so that would be a reasonable team for him. That would be a reasonable team for him to drive for. All right, so Corey Heim's going to lead the field back to. Oh, wow. 77 slides up and cautions out again. Oh, yeah, I can definitely see that happening.
Andres Perez is one of those rookies in the field that never been here, never saw this place before. No practice today, just kind of learning each stage of the race. They got away from him right here. That's what's under caution.
My mental health is better. Uncontrollable movements called TD target this condition. Started slipping my day.
TD felt embarrassing. I felt like disconnected. I asked my doctor about treating my TD and learned about aggression.
Aggression is clinically proven to treat TD quickly reducing TD by greater than 5 times in 2 weeks. Number one prescribed Ingrezza has dosing as always 1 pill, 1 stage, and you can keep taking most mental health meds. Ingrezza can cause depression, suicide thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Call your doctor if you become depressed at sudden behavior, mood changes, or suicidal thoughts. Don't take Ingrezza if allergic. Serious side effects may include allergic reactions like sudden, potentially fatal swelling at times, sleepiness, the most common side effect, and heart rhythm problems. Know how Ingrezza affects you before operating a car or dangerous machinery. Report fever, stiff muscles, or problems thinking as these might be life-threatening. Shaking, stiffness, drooling, and trouble with moving or balance may occur.
Take control by asking your doctor about Ingrezza.
Do it all with Steel Battery. Don't miss Steel deals. Now is the best time to save big on over 40 hardworking Steel tools. Hurry into your local Steel dealer or shop online.
Can I check about the wall?
If I can turn a dirt patch into a lush lawn, I can do anything. CBP doesn't go here.
Look, I think this.
Yeah, it's lawn fixing time with Scott's Dirt Builder Grass Seed.
Huge news. You can get a sun for just $30. Wait, I said sun up. Look at the words. Sun up Baconator is $3. Thank you. For bacon that just won't quit, gotta be Wendy's.
Some folks are drawn to open country. Others crave the loud roar of a high-performance exhaust. And some like both. We call them family.
Zook's tasty, tender dog treats can turn every outing into an adventure. From park to peak, wherever you roam, don't forget the Zooks. Zook's dog treats. Choose your adventure.
Motorsports isn't complicated. It's made up of races where you go as fast as you can, as best as you can, as sideways as you can, and whatever this is. Our team, Toyota Gazoo Racing. We make some seriously fast cars. And this one, definitely this one. And they all have great drivers, ones that win a lot. Look at all these legends. The hottest drivers right now are him, her, and this guy. They're all part of a big, happy family of speed demons. Now you're up to speed. You in?
It's a beautiful evening here at Texas Motor Speedway for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. The sun has set, the lights are on. Things are going to heat up a little bit here, gentlemen.
Hotter than this?
I know, it's been a spicy one so far. We're at the latest caution for this incident with Andres Perez.
Yeah, you can see the through out ahead of him. He tries to squeeze in the hole there and just loses the front end, Joey, and gets into the side of the 07 truck, and away she goes.
You know, they had a bit of a take slapper there, back and forth, trying to save it, and really destroys that back of that truck, and he pulled it into the garage.
You can see up on the outside with Sanchez, and then he thinks he can squeeze in there, but there just wasn't room. Lost the nose and away he went.
And he's already going here. You gotta be aggressive on these restarts. You don't have an option. You can't just tiptoe around, and then you're just gonna bleed spots since we really hard to get him back. And here you see he just couldn't stay low enough. Right, the gap was big enough from the pit. He just couldn't stay low enough to get into that gap, and then he got too close to the truck on the outside.
Andres Perez just drove it back to the garage. Let's check in with Tom.
Yeah, Jamie, the last caution when Lane Riggs got into the side of the 98, Joey was right on the money. He got into the left rear and cut down Ty's left rear tire. So they came in, changed left side tires, pulled the fender out. He's good to go now. And at the same time, Carson Hocevar in the 7 truck, he's had a voltage problem. They came down pit road, and the Spire Motorsports crew did a great job of not losing a lap, changing the battery. So Carson, they just came back down, put the cover back on the battery box. He's back out. Josh?
For the 38 or 34, that is, of Lane Riggs, he said that truck is just way too loose, especially when he's underneath another truck. That was the big reason for the spin we saw here in stage number 2. So the next time they come in and pit, he said we need to tighten this thing up. Also reported a slight vibration, manageable, but something to keep an eye on for the 34.
Something to think about for Carson Hocevar changing the battery there. We're not even halfway. Most likely has an alternator issue, and they already changed one battery. Is that enough to make it all the way to the end? Can you shut enough fans off and those type of things to make it, or are they going to have to change the battery again before the end of the race?
So Carson Hocevar will restart 28th. Lane Riggs will restart 21st. But back up front is Corey Heim and Grant Enfinger. And here we go as the drivers approach the Echo Park Automotive restart zone. Great job by the 11. Corey Heim, he's got Daniel Hemrick right behind him with a big push.
They're all pushing, Jamie. I don't know how they do it.
Oh, no. Oh, jeez, I thought they were going around right there again.
Almost a copy and paste of what we had just seen.
Dang.
Look at this mess.
I think it's hard to call what's going on here. This keeps going wide, all the way down this back straightaway, all the way through the field.
And Jimenez mixing it up there in that 33 truck, racing with Tanner Gray. Saw the truck, you talk about Dawson Sutton. You can see he's right there in this battle for the lead in that blue and white truck there, 26.
Brackley War truck, great to see him, the rookie.
What about Ben Rhodes? Started way out back. He's charging into position. This is a fun race.
Yeah, Ben did a good job. He shoved his nose down in the turn. When he got still freezing to drive in hard and make a mistake, open the door to try to get underneath him.
This is as strong as I've seen Frankie run. He's mixing it up with some really good trucks here.
Whoa, there goes the 34. Oh, wow.
Gosh, kept it off the wall, just had that slight damage after the first spin. Now the second one looks like it is going to end his night.
Aaron's lucky dog isn't feeling too lucky right now.
I got somebody for that.
I got somebody for that. I got somebody for that. You guys got somebody for Peyronie's disease? There's hope for the estimated 1 in 10 men who may have Peyronie's disease, or PD. A urology specialist who treats PD can help you create a plan, including non-surgical options. Find somebody today at GoGetSomebody.com.
To tell you the truth, we could take a lead from extravagance. The intention, the celebrity, the bragging rights, the bravado. Because all we've ever really wanted is for every Ford driver to feel this.
Bounty Mega Roll lasts longer, so you can tackle
Apple sauce and avocado, berries, butter, coffee cream, crispy fingers, deviled eggs, and empanadas, red and green.
Bounty Mega Roll with clean spills without running out.
And mommy's left up and down.
Bounty, quicker picker up.
Don't know about you, this time was kind of better.
I will be reducing the scholarship program to 3.
Oh, legend. It's a classic.
Hello, my name is Dr. Deepak Srivastava.
Hi, my name is Ada. Hi, I'm Maria.
I'm a physician.
I am a nurse. I am a home health aide.
At Hospice of San Joaquin, we want you to know us before you need us.
Our team of professionals are dedicated to your unique needs and committed to providing a quality of life that's comforting and dignified.
Hospice of San Joaquin. Scan the QR code below and find the care you need. Do people really not know that Xfinity has mobile? Isn't that marketing's job?
To 34 man.
Something now. Do they have to go to school for that? I think we could write about a commercial.
Fast, reliable, great value.
Looks like Andre Perez. Looks like his night's done.
Get Xfinity mobile on us for a year. Right now, playing unlimited 5G mobile and included with your Xfinity internet. Switch today.
Gary, used car shopping can't hurt you.
What about repairing?
Come out and I'll show you a better way.
Well, you said.
I know. I said nearly half of all used cars have been in an accident, but there's no reason to shop with fear.
Well, show me car parts.
Knowing how a car's accident history impacts price means you don't have to overpay.
I wasn't scared.
Sure. Can we talk about the PJs?
I'll talk about them, as long as you keep it positive, because I like these things.
No fear, just Fox. Say, show me at Carfax.com.
Tomorrow, the NASCAR Cup Series gets things started at 11 a.m. Eastern on Prime, followed by the Xfinity Series race at 2 p.m. Eastern on the CW.
Welcome back to Texas Motor Speedway. It's hard to get a rhythm. We've had 6 cautions so far as you see the lane race truck being pushed back. Lane will take that ride to the infield care center. So after you know that, let's take a look at what happened here.
It's Ford has a run on Luke Penhouse, and there was a hole there, and he closed up, and he closed the door there, and Craftsman. It's the second incident we've seen with the out here. Some of it, look how bad it is. It rained here like crazy earlier. Take a grab, heavy saw, and digging. Sometimes lose sight of it around 175, 80 miles an hour, and then something goes wrong. You just watch this damage. And as crazy as it is, you rather try to do that sideways, going forward, so it's creating these splitters in, and you're going to fine. Right? Like, there's no damage up to that point. That's the longest ride when you're not hurt, but you're frustrated and you're mad. Looks like it's walking to the spin.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah, thanks, Jamie. You know, as an auto racer, you look at things a little differently. And right there, you'd say, well, maybe Lane shouldn't have put his nose in there. But at the same time, he had a hole in front. And I'm not so sure that this maybe wasn't a little lack of communication between Luke Penhouse and his father. Luke doesn't race every week. He's pretty new to this mile and a half racing. And I don't know if he just didn't get told or didn't get told in time that Lane was underneath him. But to me, it just looked like a racing accident like that. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I hear you, Todd. I mean, it's hard as a race car driver, if you see a gap like that, to not take it, to not take that opportunity to make a pass with the momentum that he had. And you expect your competitor to be aware of what's going on around him at all times. And yeah, it's part of learning how to be a great race car driver. You're going to go through moments like that. You're going to learn from them, you move on. And that's what the truck series, the Xfinity series is for, to go through these type of things. Sometimes you just you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, though, if you're playing. You have such a big run, and like it just shut so quickly, and the result was a bad crash race.
Well, Joey, you're watching all this from up here, but you're going to be behind the wheel on Sunday when the start of the NASCAR lineup. The Lone Star State, a battle at Texas Motor Speedway coverage for the World 400 begins at 2 Eastern with a green flag flying at 3:30 on Sunday on FS1.
Is that your pick for the winner? That's my pick. That's my pick. Joey got to be the winner. And he's a big redemption weekend. What better place to do it? Yeah, in Texas. You had some good ones here. I've had one in particular that really stands out. I believe this will be it.
That young buck back in 2014.
Yeah. This is cool. Racing Jeff Gordon. Because I mean, I grew up watching Jeff Gordon. There was a green white checker there at the end. We put tires out, and Jeff did not know to come from a few rows back. And was able to get the pass there and to take the white flag. A cool place to win. He had a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, he does.
Walk up tire, mystery lane.
You get a saddle? They're not get a saddle. That's okay, I don't plan to ride a horse anyway.
Didn't Jeff Gordon one year get a couple of ponies? Didn't Bob
They did something like that, yeah. What do you do? Like, it's like, oh, thanks. You know, I'm under his ego. Yeah, it's like a great gift. You're like, thanks, now I don't know what to do with these things. Yeah, 98 at a time with jet ski. They just flipped the stage. We talked about earlier, they came in and changed left sides with that left rear. Well, they just came in and changed right sides. Ty's comment to his crew chief, Joe Shear, was, we've got to get out of this home space and do something different. They just decided to take the stage.
Well, that's a good strategy. Then now they can stay out at the end of the stage and get some track position and then run to the midway part of that final run.
That maybe the 66, they think they knocked the battery loose. That's why we're staying under caution right now.
Pushing that truck off turn 2 and see over here. They're looking on as this truck gets ready to go back to battle after that strategy call that Todd explained. They're in the 66.
Yeah, I like that strategy call, right? You have a few laps on your tires, you're going to have to pit before everybody, so you're going to get a little pit, like a fuel issue, right? Because you're going to be 12 laps or so shorter than the other trucks that are going to pit at the end of the stage. But you're going to cycle to the lead, and we're going to win to get there quickly than the way they're doing it.
They've seen the amount of caution and that's probably not going to change as we race forward to Texas.
Yes, we have 6 cautions for 30 laps. We have 5 truckers out of the race. Briggs, Perez, Jones, Ruggiero, Honeycutt are all out. Tony Breidinger, the only truck a lap down. Have 5 different leaders. Tyler Ankrum leading the most at 24. Right now, Corey Hine continues to lead alongside Grant and Kinder.
It's really interesting to me, some of these trucks that have overcome problems like that problem here. Stuart Friesen had not only sliding through turn 1 and 2 and almost wrecking, but then getting a speeding penalty as well. But yet he gets his way back up into the top 10. We saw troubles for him early. There he is right up front. Grant Enfield with a big slide at the start of the race. We've got some all group surface at the top. And I think the reason why is varying strategies, different playbooks that these crew chiefs are using.
How about that good looking Napa truck? 100 years.
They've been such a great friend of NASCAR for so many years. That truck is really good looking. And as I said earlier, he's my pick. He's still hanging in there, Chandler Smith.
Survival might be the name of the game tonight.
Talked about this next guy, veteran of this series, and he's up there in the hunt tonight.
He's done a good job, right? They by strategy is able to get themselves up under the front row, and good job of maintaining track position. And then you see Stuart Friesen, he had to slide for line earlier. It's like missing a crash. You find yourself up in the top 6.
And the speed penalties overcome all of that to be here. And Jake Garcia started up front.
And you know who started up back? Ben Rhodes. And there he is up front, right alongside the guy that started up front.
And he's our biggest mover at 20 positions. Pretty decent truck still.
Dawson Sutton, strong run for that 26 truck. See Rackley on the hood of that beautiful Chevrolet.
Last race at Rockingham, the big winner Tyler Ankrum was able to hang on, save the most fuel, and find victory lane after 130 races, Joey. That's a long winless streak. It's got to yourself, then you can still do it.
Absolutely. Hopefully, if you be able to park that truck in time so it can go green, it looks like they feel like you're going to be able to do that.
There was one last piece of debris, but they've got it now.
Right back to green.
96 laps to go from Texas. Green flag is in the air. Nose to nose into turn one. They stand out behind him. Chandler Smith moves into second.
Yeah, they're going to race side by side off of turn 4. And you're not going to get a bunch of pushing at the same time. Got yourself in the head. This is where you see so many trucks get loose. Right down to the turn when you see Daniel Hemrick. He'll turn the wheel. Turn loose. See what the truck doing there. Didn't lose too much He's saying he knows how fast Corey Hine is. Taylor Swift is trying to maintain keeping that second position. And how can you do it? Yeah, there you're going to clear and do it. Corey Hine's going to be on the back now.
He's been able to do it after the heartbreak a couple of weeks ago. Needed a run like this. Here he is running fourth.
You said it exactly right. This is needed. This has got to feel good. You got Daniel Hemrick down to be on the bottom. And so Stuart Freeze is very close to the here. Probably not going to get a run big enough to do anything. And then Daniel Hemrick saw it. Yeah, take the position. The road is now trying to size up Freeze.
Meanwhile, Corey Hine is taking the gap on the leader. Just 5 laps remaining in stage number 2.
The fact that he takes good lazy arc, he can just pull it down, bring it in here, look at your ease. That's going to follow that second position.
And new leader, Corey Hine.
If Grant can hang on and get a good stage finish here, you see Raja. Battling with Carson, you know, he's got batteries in his shoes. These trucks racing for the 5th position. Vice versa. It's already queued up how they did it. Yeah.
Looks for a 7th spot, so he's got a restart. Corey Hine is checking out now. Got a second lead from Chandler.
2 to go.
Well, he's wanting to get to the outside of Roger. Roger shut the door. He said, all right, I'll go the other way. I think those 2 trucks kind of called that.
Stage number 2 is Brandon Finger who picked up stage number 1, and right now Corey Hine is setting sail. He has led every race this season. Makes his way through 3 and 4.
Off turn 4, stage 1, stage 2 winner, Corey Hine.
Picks up his 5th stage win of 2025. Chandler Smith hangs on to that second spot. Brandon Finger, Daniel Hemrick, Stuart Friesen, the top 5. Stage 2 within the books. Pit stops coming up next.
Excuse me, are you shopping online while standing in line?
Yeah.
Me too. I just bought a croquet set using PayPal.
Cool.
And PayPal lets me choose how I pay.
Oh, no, you're not listening now, are you?
You can pay your way. I use PayPal to buy this ticket, and I'm paying it off in 4 payments. No fees, no interest.
You know what else is no interest? Me.
Pay in store, pay online, pay over time. Don't just pay, PayPal.
The cockroach, resilient creatures where there is one hunt, aren't by the hunt.
That's horrifying.
Or the Home Defense Max Indoor Insect Barrier. One application kills and prevents bugs for 365 days. Nature's wild. Your home doesn't have to be.
We started in Brooklyn in '78 and quickly learned we weren't building exhaust. We were building excitement, giving drivers that same roar of victory on their way to work that they heard at the races. Almost 5 decades later, nothing's changed.
Korea, we're coming.
You wanted it, you got it.
This is Live Golf Korea.
The drama is real and the stakes couldn't be higher.
Big players, big party. Long live golf. Watch Live Golf Korea.
This is a new beginning.
Where common sense
Is our common ground.
where American values unite us and don't divide us.
This is a time to come together.
For you,
For me,
For all America.
Cooler Big League. Big with a law.
Choose one appetizer. And 2
Got my
entrees.
can of
Applebee's famous 2 for $25 with new sauces, skins, and steak.
Arizona tea.
Flavors that feed your fancy.
oh yeah.
Okay. Oreo Thins. Stay playful.
Championship contenders tonight. Under caution now for the 7th time. This for the stage N, stage 2. Corey Heim picked up that win. See stage points earned tonight. And Ben Rhodes rounds up with 5. Pit road will open. They're coming your way, Tom.
Yeah, how about this comeback for Stuart Friesen in the 52? The slide for life and the speed on pit road, back up the pit. Really like the way his truck is driving. So it's building a little tight as the run goes, but really happy with it otherwise. And the 19 he's really struggling. He leads his side grip, real side grip. He cannot make any moves. We've seen it on the racetrack. He gets real loose under guys and outside. Josh.
The 11 of Corey Hunt debated bringing that truck up, ultimately decided to stand pat with 4 tires to field for the 38 of Chandler Smith. But he's having trouble wrapping that white line, so I need more turn in this truck to get where I need it to be, guys.
Alongside the gentlemen on those racetracks, we have a handful of them to stay out. We'll reset it all for you after this.
To tell you the truth, we could take or leave the extravagance. The attention, the celebrity, the bragging rights, the bravado. Because all we've ever really wanted is for every Ford driver to feel this.
Frisky's World. Come on, let's explore.
That's made with real salmon.
Look what I found.
Little soups for cats.
There's the delicious taste of tuna, my treasure.
Definitely coming back tomorrow.
Christie's, always more to explore.
Check it out.
Pizza Hut's Cheesy Bites Pizza is a game changer. With 28 cheese-filled bites around the crust, every single bite is a highlight. The Cheesy Bites Pizza, starting at $12.99. Get it on the Pizza Hut app.
Let's go here for more citizens of the Lord.
Have a glass happy.
So what do you do?
Regular feeding makes all the difference. Scott's Weed and Feed. The product is incredible. Now's the time to kill existing weeds with Brick Builder Weed and Feed. Your cheeseburger deserves a nice, clean slice of our Sargento family legacy. You can taste over 70 years of our family commitment to high-quality, real, natural cheese in every bite. You have our word on it. You have our name on it. Sargento, a promise you can taste.
We're here at Blackberry Friday where everyone wants the unique taste of the Dr. Pepper Blackberry. Oh, Dr. Pepper! With blackberry flavor. These remain bold and sweet. Try new Dr. Pepper Blackberry.
My kids can't hide anything from me.
I know.
Especially when they've been using toilet paper that doesn't hold up.
Charmin Ultra Strong
Has a diamond texture that's more durable. And it cleans better, so you can use less. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Fill up on all the good stuff at Subway. All your faves packed with tons of crispy veggies and fresh sliced meats. And now buy any foot long in the app for just $6.99. Great bread, great meat, great sauce, great deal. Get on it, people. Order now on the Subway app.
That's new.
Join me, my friend. What are you doing? Yeah, living la vida loca. Cool. Do you mean la Dolce Vita? Is this your idea?
Enjoy the intense flavor of Lavazza Dolce Vita.
That's it. This is Las Vegas. That's. I'm confused.
That is good.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoy today's broadcast.
Welcome back to Texas Motor Speedway for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Jamie Little, Joey Logano, Michael Waltrip with you, Todd Bodine, and Josh Sims on pit row. Now it's time for our SpeedCash.com victory lane picks. And we don't usually get to pick them, but I'm going first.
Solid pick. Pretty easy pick. I'm going to go Tyler Jesse. I think you done a good job recovering. I like their strategy. I think they picked up their truck pretty good. He's got clean air now. He is the leader. Feeling pretty good about it. I cannot believe y'all have left me the SpeedCash.com truck.
Kind of fitting if Chandler Smith won for the sponsor.
I like that you have not waited for the start of this race. You're sticking with them. That is our victory lane. So this is the deal. Black trucks stay at 49. Six will restart 6. But you're looking pretty smart right now, Joey.
Well, I do at the moment. But he also has less fuel than everybody. So if it goes green, he's going to have to pit before everybody else has to. Maybe it doesn't really play. Maybe they're looking to split down the middle, and he's going to be okay if everyone splits it down the middle and stays green here. But there's a lot of what if. If it stays green and it stays green, it's just not this time of year.
There's going to be a lot of action between now and the checkered flag for sure.
Chances are there are more cautions to come. Todd?
Yeah, Jamie, when you have a bad pit stop or something goes wrong, you got to take advantage of it, right? Make a positive out of the negative stuff. You saw what happened with the 19 in the pit stop. So they decided, well, we're going to be in the back. Let's come down and adjust the truck. We don't have a truck that we can win the race. So they came back down pit road, adjusted, put some packer in the right front, which will tighten the truck up, hopefully give Daniel that little bit of comfort that he needs. He said he's just not comfortable right now to make aggressive moves and make passes. So maybe that little negative will turn into a positive.
Saw the rear changer come to the rescue. He got the lugs tight there, but he loses. Daniel Hemrick goes back 16 spots.
Daniel celebrating that for his 100-year anniversary there on that truck. Chase Elliott will be doing the same thing on Sunday when we go truck racing.
Brad Sweet, the dirt car, they're racing over here. Actually, they were racing there last night. But a few of the Cup stars were over there. Joe, you ever want to jump in a dirt car?
The bigger ones, yes. That's what the sprint cars. I'm a pretty calm guy. But they're kind of the same way. And yeah, that's no designer to do that.
So the top 5 stayed out. Majeski, Hocevar, Mosak, Tenegrin, Stefan Parsons. All right, let's see how this goes. Stage 3 gets underway.
Red truck in the center, got squeezed to the middle, stay out, and use strategy to get some practice. It looks like he's got a pretty good truck, but just got a bad break on that start. Sanchez is thinking about it. Oh, that wasn't a good thought.
Garcia going in the wrong direction.
What a massive packet touch we got all over this track, this battle. And Garcia was going to pay the price. He got a little bit too high. He got into the loose stuff, right? There's a lot of dust and just nothing good. If you get up there and get stuck, you can't get out of it with no grip. And all the way back to 22nd, we started right up front on this restart. Gunning that truck off the corner, that's breaking the edge. He's pulling up one. He's been working hard about it. I found that out earlier. And that highlight there.
Majeski continues to lead. Remember, Craftsman was far in the second truck there. He had the battery issue earlier, so something that team's certainly keeping an eye on as he takes a peek around the outside, wants to get to the front. Can he do it?
I'm really curious about this, Joe. When he used the strategy to get front, didn't know what kind of truck he had, but you could see it's obviously very fast. Yeah, you see Carson just throw these haymaker blocks. That's good right there. Kind of asking for it, but he's surviving.
Right now. Right there too, side by side with Corey Hines. He's been a couple spots since the restart. To 30 goes.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing to watch Corey Hines go through the field here. He's just so much faster than everybody. Look at this. You and him get the drag out, drive off behind. Drag him all the way down here. Take off behind you. There he goes, just like that. And I think he's going to make quick work here of Majeski as well. And Jamie, your pick is looking pretty good at the moment. Yeah, that's really nice to get to go first, isn't it? Yeah.
It felt nice. Thank you, boys. Look at the speeds in the pylon. I mean, they're cooking around here. Look at this. Corey Hine. See the leader speed, 176 miles an hour on this mile-and-a-half quad oval.
Joe, you've been in this position before. You just have a car, a race truck that's just dominant. What's that feel like? How do you manage it? Because you haven't been able to win as many races as we thought they should.
I mean, it feels awesome. When you have something that's that much faster than everybody, it's a lot of fun. As he's going to get almost get to the outside there. You see some
next weekend as well. What a great free battle, free truck battle for the lead. Jesse continues to lead.
We typically keep clean air for the next
What does it mean when you're saying that, Joey?
A lot of times after a restart, you may have some different fans you may want to throw on. A lot of people don't start with them on. It's hard to say how they have things set up. Every team does things a little bit differently, but it's kind of funny. You're talking with your fans and you're like, in the most intense battle of the day, trying to keep the fastest truck behind you. Like, I ain't worried about fans right now, but there he goes right there. Cool, having a fury to run.
11 truck back to the lead. Stuart Friesen still holding down 5th. Stefan Parsons still up there in 11th place.
Everything fixed. They got a new battery in the truck, but the alternator must not be working. So even though he's up there right now, He's hoping his truck makes it to the end.
See, he's working that high side. He's definitely the second best truck right now. He can get around Majeski.
Runs are looking a little slow here, off the pace.
71 trucks off the pace.
Must have went for a slide.
15.
Down on the bottom, you get loose down there.
Yeah, same thing.
Ooh, oh yeah, he got way loose. He goes to 44.
And again, like you see how slow he was off of the corner after that.
There goes Hocevar around time Majeski for second.
Hocevar saying, not so quick, y'all. I want to go get this 11.
Fun to see Hocevar back in the truck series. It's been a little bit for him. On a few races in his time spent in the series. Jumped up to the Cup Series.
And Carson's one of those guys that's just got speed. He's just fast. He can jump in things and he goes really, really quick. He's aggressive.
Oh yeah, because of I won't be able to watch the Cup race at Mexico City. I might miss out on Daniel Ricciardo's Cup Series debut because he will race. He's gonna do the NASCAR Cup Series race in Mexico for Trackhouse. So definitely it's gonna be a garage. So yep, Project 91 will most likely be that team. And they're gonna have
Win one championship.
They ain't gonna have a full house that week.
Win twice, they call you a hero. 3 times, they say words like legend and dynasty. 4, 5, 6 titles, they'll say enough is enough. But when you've won it all 7 times, what's left to say? The trophy speaks for itself. Introducing the full lineup of Ram trucks. Ram, 7-time winner of Motor Trend's Truck of the Year.
Congratulations. Here are the keys.
Congratulations. Here's the water heater that somehow passed inspection, but will definitely flood your basement. Congratulations. Here's your first year supply of nitrogen fertilizer. Remember, not too little or too much or you'll kill your lawn.
Okay. Congratulations. Here's Progressive's Home Quote Explorer. Uh-oh. You're good. You can quickly compare insurance options and find the right coverage, even if it's not with us.
What's the bad news?
Skip the line.
Huge news. You can get a Sun for just $3. Wait, I said son of. Look at the words. Son of Baconator is $3. Thank you. For bacon that just won't quit, gotta be Wendy's.
Welcome to more action, more awesome, more smoke, more sizzle, more soar, more roar, more friends, more family. Welcome to the one place where no matter who you are, you'll leave.
Stuart Friesen going for 4th.
Welcome to NASCAR. Shohei Ohtani and the Dodgers. Battle Matters and the Braves. Or the Royals take on the Orioles. It's Baseball Night in America. Saturday at 7 Eastern on Fox.
Alex Below looks to continue his red-hot start, while Potter, Dugard, and a hungry pack battle for a win as the Lillies continues to follow. Sunday at 1:30 Eastern on Fox. Welcome to the fastest racing on earth.
From the community of the campgrounds to the action on the track, there's something for everyone at Michigan International Speedway. Get your tickets today at mispeedway.com.
Welcome back to Texas Motor Speedway. 63 laps to go. Corey Heim continues to lead. We've said that all this year.
Continues to click off this lap on the track. He's just 3 or 4 tenths better when he's in a clean racetrack. It's amazing the speed of this 11.
We got Larry McNugget always here. Corey Heim is winless in his last 4 races when winning a stage. So we picked up stage number 2.
Look at those lap times. I said 3 tenths. There it is. Over second place.
Yeah, he's just really, really fast. And, you know, he's had just weird things happen to him this year. And he's led a ton of laps since your point. He's won a lot of stages. But
Damn, Stuart Friesen's on the move.
Ty Majeski's truck just as fast as I thought it was going to be up here. And, you know, yeah, his tires.
I think Stephen Parsons still holding down in the top 12. He's 12th right now.
You see Stuart Friesen working the outside of him. His tires are the same lap that Carson Hoselbar's are. And Carson's the second fastest truck, so it's not that, like you said, Joey. Just truck isn't as good as it was earlier. Right, he's got them all stacked there behind him, and Ben Rose pushing to make a move on Tanner Gray.
So Friesen moves in at third. Time of jet ski, Tanner Gray, Ben Rhodes, and sixth now, Todd.
These trucks are in aerodynamics. We just saw a classic example like that with Raja and Tyler Ankrum. As they entered the corner here, you see Tyler's quite a bit off the side of Raja, and as they further move around the corner, they go, the tighter it gets, and we call it taking the air off the side of the truck. And Raja, when that happens, the truck's going to get loose, and Raja did a great job of saving it.
That's a great way of explaining it. And the reason why it's like that is these trucks, they're built a little bit skewed, right? They got the right rear quarter out there in the wind. They put a little skew in it as much as they legally can. And so they're relying on the air coming down the right side of the truck, pushing it to the left. And when you put another truck next to it, you don't have that air that pushes you to the left anymore, and the truck wants to stop.
And that's why that right rear is so sensitive. If you ever scrub it up against the wall, you're basically done because you depend on that rear fender to keep you going.
That's a good example of a grating finger in front of you. You can see how that right rear corner of these trucks is just hanging out there in the wind. That's when they get down towards the inside force.
Stephen Parsons, that trophy tractor truck around the outside. He's having a good run after getting some track position. He's in 11th. This battle continues as your guy. The jet ski's continuing to lose spots.
Yeah, you had that damage earlier. I thought they fixed it nice, but maybe, you know, as much contact as much, it's very likely that the toe in the rear end got knocked out, or maybe some of the camber or whatever it may be, the alignment of the rear end. But, there's that loose moment again. You get that, like we said, truck to the outside, your end finger had a big wiggle.
Isn't it interesting, though? We know it, and we know that's possible when you get in that position, but these stats still go for it. That's the only way you're going to make passes. You know,
you have to try it. It's really about like the worst possible position is when you're side by side with the nose. If you can get a little bit ahead,
yep, that's right.
The air push back onto your regular quarter, life's okay. But here he kind of misses the bottom, truck close to him.
Ooh.
Did a nice job of swinging to the outside. Making the
whoa! Whoa! Dang. Tried to block the 38, and that he almost got hooked into that outside. Whoa.
Perfect example of what one doesn't want to look like. Oh, we just blocking.
Oh. Also, this is the longest green flag run we've had this entire race.
Okay, you're gonna block me there, I'll go to the top, and then he's already so close it just turns him sideways.
Well, Chandler Smith didn't do anything wrong. He was just racing and he got blocked. And then he tried to go the other way. Like you said, Joey, nothing he could do different. That was just, you hear him out of the gas even.
Yeah. And like I said, that's the risk you take. If you're gonna make the block, there's a little bit of risk there.
That truck's now damaged. Pretty severe.
Oh yeah, that truck's got damage on the right rear fender.
I think you let it keep slipping back, Jamie.
He's falling outside the top 10.
That's the fuel window we've been talking about. They think if they go to 114.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me. He needs 8 more laps and then they can make it, the team says.
Oh yeah, these guys are going to need to pit soon. The drivers that stayed out.
So much confidence coming out Rockingham, finished second there, and the team I talked to him, they said, that doesn't say a whole lot, and he doesn't when you talk to him here from him in interviews, but he was on cloud 9 after that race, and Nick Sanchez, gosh, 23, what a heartbreaker for him. Remember that one, Michael? He went 168 of 172 laps. We go into overtime, and him and Carson Hosevar get together and ruin his chances. So, little unfinished business here.
20 truck back in the top 10.
Stephen Parsons running in the top 10. And a nice job all night long. Started last. Joey, we talked about coverage technology. Started last all the way up inside the top 10. Nice job for Stephen.
So many different things. Everyone was in the back at one point, and everyone's trying to lead. He's been all over the place.
Except for Stephen, I'm always impressed with what he can do because he's not a full-time driver. You know, he does whatever he can. He's always around the garage to pick up a ride here and there. When he does, he always does a nice job. So it's fun to be able to talk about him running in the top 10.
I like seeing him on Sunday when he's being a hospitality guy.
Yes.
Giving tours and does whatever he has to do.
Up here it comes. He's 24th. Oh yeah, he's coming in. It's gonna be 2 laps down when he gets back out there. Well, that was fun while it lasted. I think the 7 truck is also gonna pit.
That's the best truck. He's sitting there working that thing, and he's got a ginormous lead. He's got a full straightaway.
And yep, it seemed like Majeski was fired up on that radio. Parsons, Mosak are also pitting. Here comes the 7. Well, let's see how long it'll be before they get into another heat altercation on track. 15's in.
Looks like a pretty smooth pit stop there so far for the 15 of Gray.
And if you're Corey Heim here, you have such a big lead. You're going to run along. Right? No sense of taking the risk if the caution comes out during the cycle. He has 5 seconds to play there, so he can wait another probably 7 to 10 laps if he wants to. And still end up with a lead.
One thing you can't
making his way into his pit box.
One thing you can't afford here is a mistake. You know, if you speed on pit road or something goes wrong with a pit stop, it's just too late to recover from it. Especially if you're Corey Hunt. He's got to be, I don't want to say concerned. He needs to be darn careful to make sure that he doesn't speed on pit road.
Oh, yeah. If I'm Corey Hunt, I'm going nice and easy around the pit road. Not looking to win none of the on and off pit road stats. I just want to get my tires back out, get me back out here, and let my truck keep doing it work.
The communication that he gave this team just complete. Unbelievable that he's able to talk to the guys and let them know what he needs, the adjustment he needs, because it just seems to get better every time he makes a pit stop.
I wouldn't touch it this time. I would just let it be. It's very good. So this is the difference of tires, right? So we know Ty Majeski, he pitted. A little bit of a speed change there. So there is a little bit of fall. New tires are worth a
9 truck is in.
And we know Ty's truck is hurt as well on top of that. But you're able to kind of see it right there on one screen.
And there's our second place runner, Stuart Friesen.
Oh yeah, looks like the 99 just came in.
Third is Ben Rhodes. He's moved up a couple of spots with a cycle of pit stops. Nick Sanchez and 4th, Tyler Ankrum up to the 5th spot.
Look at that lead, 12 seconds. He is putting them away.
And you see how many laps in the last pit stop there? For Corey Heim, since his last win, it's hard to believe his last win was at Las Vegas. He's led over 350 laps.
Then Rhodes hits pit road. So his team come to work. There's our leader on the left side.
And so the play here for Carson Hosevar, he thought, okay, I'm not going to win the race where I'm at. I'm going to pit with 4 Corey Heim and try to jump him. I'm going to get out there on new tires. I'm going to go faster than he is. I'm going to try to close that 5-second gap up, get it behind me, and maybe at that point I can hold
The 07 truck is up to third.
That's the play for Carson. Yeah, you know, with his experience and the knowledge that he has behind the wheel, he might get in there just to close that gap as well.
Here comes the 11 truck. And Stuart Friesen will take the race lead. Nope, Roger Kurt's going to go to the front. Oh, never mind. It's like he picked.
The pit stop complete for Corey Heim. The lead has shifted to Stuart Friesen. Leads here for the first time tonight.
Another question is the front of Carson Hunter going even after that. It sure looks like that's really by a lot, by plenty.
Yeah.
Back straightaway probably. You see Carson even more than that. Yeah, even the tires that Carson had, he didn't make any progress. So you got to wonder, was the pit stop not fast enough or whatever it may be. Ooh, look at this. You heard me go, oh. That wheel.
Nick Sanchez so close to the wall.
We have a lot of TV screens up here, and sometimes we don't know exactly which one the audience is looking at.
Especially if you're a race fan, you know, you see something, oh, this is kind of creepy.
So Roger Kurth is staying out.
Raja Farouk is the leader now as the pit cycles continue.
With Garcia right down on the bottom of 3 and 4. Who's chasing Ryan for the lead. Our man Frankie Muniz has got it up into the third spot. You see
Frankie Muniz up is up there in third.
He's so emotional. If you follow him on social media, he just gets his heart broken every time. He's learning so much. And by the way, he's acting again. They got to knock him in the middle of the reboot. So he flies up, he's staying in Canada, he shoots, and then he comes to the racetrack. This is his first passion right here, is racing. Good for Frankie. So close.
What a mess. The leader, you don't want to be on that, do you? See you, Joey?
Hold on.
That really is a lot going on there probably for a second.
There's that 33 truck. Third position.
Stage 3 is halfway through.
I like this track.
Yeah, pit stops are happening.
If the caution comes out, he's playing a caution. That's his hope right now. So if there's a caution that comes out, you see there's 7 cars.
Stage 2 is a little rough, but it's been green since the start of the final stage. You're there now.
He's 7, and that's a pretty big gain from where he was.
And this is the battle for the lead.
The Bugs finally.
Let's get an update on Carson Hocebar time.
Yeah, well, Joey,
Just take it easy.
wondered how long it was going to take for Hocebar's battery to go dead. Well, that's right. He's starting to lose voltage now. It's only going to be a matter of time before they have to do it again.
Raja Farouk come down pit road, so that gives the lead to Jake Garcia.
Yeah, it's talking about Carson Hocebar. It's kind of a heartbreaker. It's like you're put in a position like, when do you want to give up your track position? Do you try to nurse the battery along it?
Yeah.
Should they have changed
You're just popping in every once in a while when something happens on the track. Oh yeah, qualifying for the Xfinity races was also canceled because it was also canceled because of the rain, so it was set for qualifying on that track. So Austin Hill's on the pole.
You've got that power to perform right now, but you can see the gauge and know that you're in trouble. You can't even work his way through this traffic.
You get trucks with little tires. Your Frankie right there in 33. He's got newer tires. So
Jake Garcia's up front. Oh yeah, Frankie Muniz is dropping another spot. He's staying out.
The gap is to Corey Heim, who is second, 11.5 seconds
position to capitalize on another middle-class Toyota.
Jake Garcia rolling out to pit. That'll turn the lead back over to Corey Hine.
He's the only truck that is left on the road. He's not out there anymore. He's coming pit road. So he's working on gear.
That'll complete the cycle.
18th pitting.
Leader.
Corey Hine looks Tyler Ingram just ahead of him, but Hine is the leader now. He takes it over.
See if this 7 truck can close the gap. Well, we'll see. Oh, damn, the 11 truck got a little loose.
What's next?
Craftsman. What you do, build here.
Fill up on all the good stuff at Subway. All your faves, tons of crispy veggies and fresh sliced meats. And now, by any foot.
Tyler Ingram is the last truck on the lead lap.
Great meat, great sauce, great deal. Get on it, people. Order now on the Subway app.
I used to struggle with dandruff, but now I use Head & Shoulders every wash because the active ingredient in Head & Shoulders fights off the microbes that cause dandruff. See, those flakes down here make every wash count.
Every day, they protect the land we call home.
Oh. Dang, what's his name? Dang, Hocevar almost pile drive that truck coming on the pit road.
And fellow fans. They put it all on the line. So when the green flag flies, we do too. NASCAR salutes, together with Coca-Cola, honors those who serve at home and abroad. Sunday on Fox. The San Antonio Brewers.
Up 7 trucks pitting. Damn man.
Alex Palou looks to continue his red-hot start, while Prado, Hugo, and a hungry pack battle for a win as the Village continues to bark. Sunday at 1:30 Eastern on Fox. Welcome to the fastest racing on earth.
Welcome to Truck Country. Welcome to the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series.
So many great memories. The winner of tonight's race will celebrate in the speedcash.com victory lane.
I do have Kyle Busch's Texas Truck Series win truck from I do have Kyle Busch's Texas race win truck from last year, that green real tree. Whoa! Wow.
Now everything's going sideways on him. I mean, what is the timing of it? The chances of that happening is pretty slim. Carson's the only truck on pit road. Tony comes in. Yeah, it's that loose moment. Again. They're slipping and sliding. All this track is just so tough. We talked about it at the opening with the flatter turns 1 and 2. It's a challenge. Exactly, Carson said his battery died. He had to come back down pit road to change his battery, and unfortunately, it takes him completely out of the running. Multiple laps down.
Chandler Smith takes over the second spot. Josh
It's been a tough season for Matt Craftsman, just one top 10 all the year, but right now that truck is looking good, sitting in the 6th position. I talked to crew chief Josh Hankins earlier today. He said we're not at the point of panic, but we're getting close to it. We need a good run today, but we're getting there right now. Early 88, looking for the second top 10 of the season. Can only complain with that truck just a little snug, but he's got something he can work with to come home with the top 10 guys.
That's been a good run for Matt Crafton. I saw him in the top 10 back at Las Vegas. Nice shot in the arm.
Well, there just went Carson Hocevar's right. Nope, that bad. Oh, went his.
DNF to Rockingham and Jay Garcia was the one that got it done, finishing second there.
Kevin Smith was rebounded. He left in the second spot. If you're anybody but top of 49, you feel like they're doing a pretty good job, but when you're getting beat that bad, holy cow.
When you see the gap, it's kind of fun to see how big it can grow. I mean, it's almost 16-second lead. He's got up to 6th place lap. Oh, it's crazy.
Caution.
Never mind. There's the caution.
Well. Oh, wow. Dang, Frankie Muniz hit the wall hard.
That thing looks pretty destroyed. It looks really flat. I don't think we're fixing much there.
Just outside the top 20, Frankie was running 21st when whatever went wrong happened.
He had just hit it.
Hello, Moon of Gameplays. Welcome to the stream. Having a quiet evening so far.
Hate to see that. Frankie Muniz, his first full-time season.
You know, UC tomorrow. Nice. I hope you have a good day tomorrow.
Yeah, right. I am too. If I'm on the lead lap.
Well, at least the drivers behind Corey Haim can catch up to him. Oh, it's a tour. Okay. That tire mile went down.
He's still mad as he's getting out of that racetrack. He's very emotional, for good or bad. And you hate to see it. He knows he had a good run going for an intermediate track like this.
He had to be really good. He was running with some trucks that are very competitive, and it was the best he's run. You can see how emotional these guys get. Just think about Stuart Friesen, after the race at Rockingham, a winner, a veteran. It just, you have so much passion, heart, and desire to go out and prove that you can get this job done.
This sport will test you. Been there recently. It's one of those sports where you're heated a moment, things can happen so fast, and like I said, things will go good, and next thing you know, it flips around. And the good thing is about our sport, there's a race next week always. You go again. Don't you think you pit even if you're 49? Yes. I mean, I would think everyone but Corey Haim would pit if he stays out. So, and if he pits, they're all going to stay out. I think it's going to do the opposite of the 11 is the right move to do here.
So the pits are open. Here we go. Takers.
Yeah.
Our leader.
And everyone else did the well, he's so far ahead. They're way back here for the green truck.
Okay.
So they're all
Chandler Smith over. All right. Stuart Friesen, Ben Rhodes.
Why not swing the bat here, Michael? You got nothing to lose. There's no fallout. Hardly any fallout. There's only 6 on your lead lap. Why don't you just go for it, Todd? The 99 Ben Rhodes started off that run on the splitter, so we're coming in and then 4 tires. He said, let's go for it. Put a little air pressure and get it off the splitter. The 52 Stuart Friesen, he really likes this truck. Just a little bit tight at the end of that run. Josh?
Early on, you got a slight air pressure adjustment. Also, 4 tires and a splash of fuel for him. And for Chandler, that's 38 cents. He needs more lateral grip in that truck. He's going to get those tires. He'll still have big road right now.
also like, gosh, if you're crafted, you're 6, you're the last car on the lead lap. You can keep a bunch of trucks.
Yeah, meanwhile, that's happening. People are already calling for Tony Breidinger to be fired already. I'm like, fuck out of here with that shit.
If the cautions start stacking up like they did anyways, the worst is going to fall back into 6.
Kyle Busch has won on his birthday twice. Like, the race would be on a Sunday. He did it at Richmond in 2009, and he did it at Kansas a few years ago. And of course, I remember when Matt Kenseth went at Vegas on his birthday, too. For me, the only thing I've gotten is I've had Larson win on my birthday. I've had Dale Jr. win on my birthday. Man.
He's not losing that much track position. Only 6 cars on the lead lap. Still not great, though. It's just a whole lot of action that's going to go down in this race. Late race restart.
So we talked about Corey Heim and how much he has dominated, and the wins that have gotten away. Here's a look back here at Miami. Remember the drama here? The truck was shutting off, and it come back on, and still salvaged the top 10.
Had a tire go down. Buster damage. Had a tire. Martinsville dominant truck. Both Miami. And then Rockingham. Needs a little gas when the others hit it. Earlier he did it. Stayed out. Took a chance. And it did him.
All races he dominated. And that has been the case tonight. He has led the most laps at 75.
He can't be. I mean, we know he has the fastest truck, and it's ridiculously fast. But Grant Enfinger second. Grant Enfinger took the lead from him towards the end of stage 2. He was able to hold the lead for 6 or so laps before he got passed back. So it's not easy. Like this is not like game over with Corey Heim. He's gonna have to battle these guys right now to try to win this thing. Gonna choose it up here. You can see as all night long.
I think we've seen our last caution tonight.
Usually. It's just been a great time for this team driver. I'm interested in what you said, Grant Enfinger. He had short run speed earlier, short run speed enough to pass the dominant number 11 truck.
So they just added a lap. The 9, when Grant Enfinger, he's been the best on restart so far in this race. And number 11, he ranks 4th on restarts.
He needs to be a little patient. Keep that truck going in the right direction so he knows it's dominant when it gets rolled, gets fired off.
Trying to get Frankie Muniz' truck off of pit road before they drop the green again.
This is a little bit taxing, isn't it? That we have a competitor like, all right, let's just line up. We already lined up. Let's just go race and get this thing finished out. You know, back to Matt Kraft in here real quick. He's have to start behind all the trucks.
Wow, Stephen Parsons, man, for a guy who started last place and was running up in the top 10 like that, man, what an impressive run.
Brutal hit.
So he'll start 18th now. You have so many wave around trucks.
But he's even behind the lap down trucks. On top of it is the tail end of the field. Yeah, just a brutal hit. You would like to see one of those cautions we spoke of earlier. That would reset it. You could go back up front with the lead lap trucks and try to get a top 5 out of this. Right, but he would be just back to 18th in actual position, right? Because right now he's running 18th, but he's driver because he's got the lap down truck in front of him.
All right, here we go. As the pace truck brings the field, we're in turn 3. There'll be 14 laps to go at the line. Gordon Hine is going to stand up with Brandon Finger. No slouch on his restarts. He's passed him once before tonight. Stuart Friesen right there.
All right, here we go. Let's try this again.
Ben Rhodes right there.
All right, back to green. Here we go.
I like the effort of Stuart Friesen just wants to close this deal. Look at that run he got on turn 2. He's going to get the push he needs to clear and Finger.
Chandler Smith right there in that green truck. Had that really slow stop. Dropped a couple of positions.
Get a report from pit road that they took a rubber out of the left rear. They chassis got for that review truck. And that's what they call them, that field trucks in the lead lap.
Ben Rhodes. Look at the run he's got on the outside. Close up quick behind the 9, but Ben Rhodes, another one that needs a solid finish tonight.
Which lane do you want? And the part is the rookie.
Oh, there we go. Oh, he takes him. Oh, 3. Wow. Friesen and Finger get wrecked. Chandler Smith's in it. Fuck.
And the same thing we've seen all night long. The truck on the inside getting loose. Just going for it at the end. Stewart's just wanting to close the deal with the move that he makes. And Austin, see, he couldn't quite get to the bottom, Joey. Yeah, and Grant's just the innocent bystander on that. You know, it's just making laps. What happens? That 9 is a brand new truck and into the outside wall quick. I'd be proud of the performance of the 9 truck, though. Build on that. Stewart was so distraught after that.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
He was trying to pull him back into the corner, trying to get to where he got better aero position, but he just couldn't get there at the right time. And then he said, that's the bottom, got even tighter to the right side of the door. Poor Chandler Smith, he was another innocent bystander just there, and he picked the bottom lane down in this rig. He doesn't wreck, right? He was weaving down the back straight, and which lane do I get in? Which one do I do? And then he was just pick the bottom. Watch this just line up right in his line. Not a thing he could do.
Chandler Smith has just been so consistent this year. First finish, 13th.
Red flag.
At Rockingham 2 weeks ago. We're going to bring the field to a stop while cleanup continues here. 11 laps to go here, Michael.
Major crash here. This is Stuart Friesen visibly able to pop in the truck.
You know, and God about that. And of course, this is, you know, trying to
But when you have people that have trouble waiting to go in, it puts some different players up inside the top 5, 10. Stephen Parsons is up to 4th now. Connor Mozak in the top 10.
Coming up next, Live Golf Korea round 2 is starting over on FS2 if you're looking for the golf. That'll continue here on FS1 as soon as we wrap things up and crown our winner. So they're stopped on the back stretch.
It was over.
Well, plenty more racing action still to come your way for the Craftsman Truck Series. This is the first of 6 straight, as you see it there. We head to Kansas next week, May 10th. Let's move on to North Wilkesboro. Double run companion with the Cup Series.
Look at that schedule. I love
On
that.
top of
You
that,
got North Wilkesboro, Charlotte, Nashville. Those are some cool races that the Truck Series are going to be competing with.
Yeah, for sure. And I was just up at North Wilkesboro this week.
Were you not having that with the NASCAR?
I was. And this is the Dark Horse Mustang. Pretty much the baddest man would be on the street. And I allowed Jake Garcia was up there as well. And they said, give some rights to the media member. And this is what happens when you put 2 race car drivers on a racetrack with Mustangs. You know what happens?
Did you bring the tires?
It turns into a race.
Yes.
And we were ripping those things. We may have burned the rear tires off of it. Hopefully it doesn't rain up there because there's not much tread left on the tires. We used them up. We had a good old time, and they're fun. It was a good time.
I love going to Charlotte, North Wilkesboro, that whole part of the schedule, and then Nashville as well. It's just a lot of fun. It's a great time of year for NASCAR.
Todd, let's hear from the crew chief.
You know, I'm trying to. Oh my gosh! Oh, television. Yes. Oh, no. Wow. No. This is one of those ones where
I think Stephen Parsons up to 4th now.
I think the driver was ejected on that collision right there. We're going to need a moment to find out exactly what happened, but definitely collided with the pickup truck. And this is what I was talking about the whole time.
The push behind you is going to be the biggest thing, so we're trying to figure out if it's better pick behind Corey or pick the front row, so we'll see what we end up doing.
Ben Rhodes had a great run tonight.
Yeah, he's had a couple of top 5 so far, but second would surely be the best he's had this year. If he could just keep it there.
I love what the crew chief said. We'll see what we end up doing. He knows what they're going to do. He said, won't tell us about it.
Yeah, I mean, Michael, I don't know about you, but I'm going to have a hard time giving up the front row to push Corey Heim. I mean, like I said, there's a chance. If you get a good push, you can get in front of him. I don't know how long you're going to stay in front of him, but you got a chance to get in front of him. I'm taking the front row 100%. Sure. Yeah. I don't care if it's the inside or the outside. You know, what you're hoping to do is try to line up some pushers and understand who may pick 4th in line, right? The second row outside. And try to work on the communication of the timing of when the bumpers match up and the restart zone so you can get the best possible push. Because that's what it's going to be all about. If you can't get the push down into turn 1, it's over.
And Stephen Parsons is 4th. He would be the guy probably pushing Ben Rhodes, and Stephen's going to do whatever he can do, so I think he'll be on the gas.
Yeah, Stephen's best career finish is 6th, and right now is sitting 4th. So far for Stephen. So we certainly have had a lot to talk about. Jamie Little, Joey Logano, Michael Waltrip in the booth. Glad to have you with us on this Friday night. Well, we knew we were going to get a little bit of everything. We knew we were going to have a lot of cautions, but here we are with 11 laps to go. We're under red. Your money's still on Corey Heim?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's hard to bet against them. I'm just saying there's a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. Yes, I am saying that. I mean, if you're in the race, you got a chance. It's what we've seen here tonight so far, is that if you're still running, there's an opportunity to possibly take the lead. And have another caution. And it's just the way this whole thing ends up. And we've seen it with Corey Heim plenty of times. The poor guy, he's led so many laps. He deserves to win way more races than he's won so far this year. So we'll see what happens.
That has to be a bit of a concern. As many races as he has dominated and not being able to get the win.
Yellow's back out.
That'd be the question. But I think we also got to talk about who this guy is. I mean, he is dominating the Truck Series performance-wise. More so than we've seen in quite a long time. And he's going to be behind the wheel of the Cup car come Kansas, so he gets opportunities there. He, Joey and I, we've talked about it before. He's a future Cup winner. That's just no doubt about it. It's fun that we get to cover him here in the Truck Series and watch him develop.
He puts in the work, that's for sure. He gets the job done. Looking forward to seeing next week We talked a little bit about dirt racing, about Joey's desire or none at all to race dirt. Let's take a look now at Dirt Season 2.
How about a round of applause for 16 high rollers here this year, ladies and gentlemen?
Brad Sweet is at the top of sprint car racing. Who's better than sprint car with Brad Sweet? Nobody.
I love being the villain.
Rico, baby, Rico!
Rico Avery is the single best personality we have in sprint car racing. Big pack energy. Brad Marks, the silent assassin.
He's got shoe in hand, James McFadden.
I think that was the third two guy. Are you ready to go sprint car racing?
The race crowd is a party crowd.
Yeah, it's exciting.
So I raced off when I was racing, but that's racing, right?
Those guys are a different breed, but they sure put on a great show. So if you saw Dirt Season 1, and you haven't go back and watch it, but Dirt Season 2 coming up premiere May 6th, 10 p.m. right here on FS1.
When I watch that, I marvel at the speed. You know, I don't know quarters and barely off the gas, running 130 miles an hour, quarter mile, 3/8 mile track.
It doesn't look possible. No! Like the first time you see a sprint car in person, you're like, oh no, the truck is stuck and they're gonna wreck. And then they're around the corner.
And it was you.
How did they do that? So,
No.
what an unreal feeling it must be.
Wow, and then you see when things go wrong, they quit for a long time. And I think that's
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
You're
I
calling me.
got a family at home. I love them very much, and they got a great job.
Kitty.
And I also don't want to make that call to Roger Penske.
Oh,
either,
I'm just...
so I'm at a good place driving this car. I like that.
Talking about safety, a little shout out for the safer barrier yesterday. It was 23 years since the creation of that wall right there. The number of lives that it has saved, thanks to Dr. Dean Sicking at the University of Nebraska Lincoln. First racetrack that they installed it was Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and Tony George pushed that effort back in 2002. So thank you to all who were involved in creating this safer barrier.
And this is something I think is really cool here too. NASCAR has a tough decision to make here, right? We're all on TV. Everybody wants to see the end of the race. Everyone's patience are running out on the red flag. But NASCAR's doing the right thing. Fix the wall, right? The last thing anybody watching this race or being a part of this race wants to see the driver get hurt. If the wall's not repaired correctly, you see them over there. They're grinding and welding, and they're getting after it over there. That has to happen. So
as much as, even though red flags can be a drag, sometimes they're needed, necessary for a reason. So I don't want certain people out there to say swat because they're just.
The chances of someone hitting there again, maybe not that high, but God forbid it did, that would be not good.
And this just shows you the impact and tells you how hard. You saw Stewart kind of gingerly getting out of his truck. Bam, just clobbers that wall. And then pushed into it even harder by the 38 truck of Chandler Smith. That's a major blow.
You know what may have happened there, like the bumper bar or something like that may have been, he just caught it just right, jabbed a hole right through the wall.
So you see we're back under caution.
Oh man, that's such a helpless feeling when you feel that thing get away from you.
It's just when you wish you had, I would say the best superpower you can ever ask for is to be able to just reverse time 3 seconds at a time. When you think of a thing, just reverse 3 seconds back, it would be amazing. It's the worst feeling as a race car driver when you know, gosh, I was the one that made the mistake here, and there's no other way around it. You just gotta own it, and it's hard to move on. It's hard to move forward. It's a tough place to be, right? It's that moment where you have the ball and you can make the shot to win the game, and you missed it, and you gotta live with that. But this is what you ask for as a race car driver. If you want the glory of winning the race and you want that feeling so bad, you're going to go through.
Also, last week at Talladega for the Cup race, all 400 drivers finished in the top 10, and that was the first time since 2011 when they when all 400 cars last finished in the top 10. So 14 years. I'm like, wow.
Say you got to become a good loser, and not in a way of like becoming a loser, but in a way of understanding how to learn from it and move forward quickly, right? Like, and I think that's it's weird to say, but that's a good loser. You got to be able to just get over it and get on to the next race, and somehow convince yourself that you're still the best race car driver on the racetrack. Somehow, it's not always the easiest thing to do.
So many emotions in this sport.
We had a bunch of the wave around drivers catch a break there. They were able to come get some tires, maybe get a better finish that they were going to have if it weren't for this late caution. So, see, Matt Craftsman, he's going to be able to rebound because of all those trucks pitting and get a little bit better position here.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for bringing that up. Another thing I forgot to note earlier in the stream is that Logano and Ryan Preece got DQ'd last week. So, unfortunately, that makes last week's all for nothing. But look, I have nothing against Ryan Preece, but I'm kind of glad he didn't win last week because I can just imagine how embarrassing that would have been, and especially knowing that both parties opted not to appeal. They probably know they're gonna lose their shot to lose the appeal anyway. So so yeah, they decided not to just bother. So Bailey Curry's in the top 10. And look at this. Dawson Sutton. I wasn't expecting him to be up there.
To have a chance on the back straightaway. If Corey Heim gets cleared, it's game over. We know that.
Jim Rhodes is a huge Stephen Parsons fan right now. Do your job back there, buddy. Let's get a run on this.
Well,
Somewhere there is a very nervous Phil Parsons watching his son will restart fourth.
It's kind of dark here. Warming up their, cleaning off their tires, getting all the loose.
You know what?
The fans are hanging in there. Hey, it's me.
So cute. Corey Heim trying to hang on and get his first win at Texas Motor Speedway and his third on the season. Ben Rhodes looking for win number 1 on the season. And you got Roger, Stephen Parsons, Daniel Hemrick, and Bailey Curry. Your top 6. There'll be 6 to go.
All right, here we go. 6 laps to go. Ooh. About still hanging tough. 5 to go. Ooh. Oh, crash. Jake Garcia and Connor Mosack. Caution's out again. Well, that streak of races without overtime has come to an end.
So if the restart stocks up like it did last time, then we'll have a new pusher in Hemrick. Big damage to the 13 truck.
Jake Garcia was 14 at the time of incident. Here's what happened.
Back in the pack, see if we can decipher what went down. That's the result of what went down.
Yeah. Oh, looks like you made contact. What the? What?
At some point before that, you could hear the first contact. Tagged in the left rear somehow.
You just get dumped or something? The onboard doesn't really tell me much. Thank you. Oh, wow. The 81 got almost. Yeah, it's been a while.
Same wreck we've seen the whole night. It just kind of keeps replaying itself on our motorcycle, that 81.
They can try and get it fixed, but I don't think that's going to be enough.
There's the 81 on both sides.
So many good trucks involved tonight.
Yeah,
We end up just like that.
we don't have a day left, Jamie.
Well, we talked about the record, and right away Joey said, that's not going to stand.
She gone.
First time in the last 22 races, we will go to overtime.
Well, streak.
You see our little race tracker there? The checker flag is so close.
So close there. So close. Get so far.
14 overtime finishes, most of any track right here in Texas.
This is a tough race. There's a record we can add to that. We may have ended one record, but we're continuing a new one.
We had quite a few cautions in the Cup race here last year.
This is any indication of the weekend of racing. We're going to see a couple of wild ones. Definitely maybe.
Definitely maybe. Got the Xfinity Series on Saturday. Race of practice and qualify on Prime tomorrow morning. Race on Sunday.
Check out Big Hoss back there. These race fans can see right inside the truck sitting in the grandstand. Isn't that fun? Bruton Smith, just an amazing visionary person. Marcus Smith carrying the bike for the Smith family, and so many great moments at this wonderful racetrack. I was here 30 years ago, Joey, when they broke ground for it. Look at you. We were on the Kyle Petty charity ride, which Kyle's getting ready to go on, and we were able to be here with Bruce when he dug the first shovel of dirt. Wow. That's a fun ride. I tell you, the Kyle Petty charity ride, they do an amazing job. It's so, if I got to get on it, I haven't been able to do the whole ride because my day job kind of have a job. I get like a regular every now and again. It is a lot of fun to ride with everybody. They do a good job. Everybody rides really well together all the way down the highway. They're doing good. And, a lot of cool things along the way. And obviously, they were going to Victory Junction, which is just an awesome summer camp for a lot of kids that are going through some, challenging scenarios in their life, various ones. But they do a fantastic job up there. It's really fun every time you just go up there and see it. There's a statue of some sort kind of you, Michael Waltrip. I don't know. It's you running. Yeah. It's like back 30 feet tall. Back in 05, I vowed to run a marathon and raise $1 million for the camp. And so through my sponsors, Napa, Aaron's, all those guys, they helped me raise $1 million. We handed the camp out a check, and they built a gymnasium there, so they put a statue of me out there in front of it. Have you read it? Of me hauling your mail. Doing all I could do. How about that?
Amazing. What was the only marathon you ran?
I ran 4, and that was my last one. I was at Forrest Gump. I think I'm done running now. All right, back to the race. We got, what do we got now? We got Corey Hines, Ben Rhodes on the front row again. Now we have the second row a little different, right? Daniel Hemrick this time is going to be the pusher for Ben Rhodes.
Even still up there, Tanner Gray rode great. Look at this DNS this season, first 7 races, 11 tonight, 10.
I mean, we are running out of trucks, and we're running out of time. We're heading to overtime. Now we're going to have Ben Rhodes cheer for Daniel Hemrick because Stefan didn't give him the push he needed. He's going to see if Daniel can in that Napa truck. Yeah, Roger did a fantastic job shoving Corey Hines. And he was trying to get underneath him, right? And Corey did a good job of covering that to where he's not going to give him the opportunity to do that.
I know it's been a while in the truck series, but here's a reminder, NASCAR overtime is a 2-lap shootout. If the leader takes the white flag, next flag ends the race, whether that's caution or the checkered flag. So here we go.
What will we get when we go?
All right, NASCAR overtime in the Truck Series race here at Texas. Here we go. Oh, someone hit the ground. Oh, Ben Rhodes is challenging Corey Heim for the lead. And that's going to open up the door for Raja Caruth. 3 wide. What? Yeah, he did get the lead.
But those are the moments we talked about this. Corey Heim was able to clear there. What a job by Ben Rhodes.
Ooh. Well, I'm glad they capitalized on that restart.
There's the incident right there. That's Matt Mills.
It's 42.
Great job tonight. Another 4 up front.
Some good stage points tonight. Gosh, that was so exciting.
There's debris.
See all running 3 wide of their caution. They're all contesting the spot. We're like, no, I'm the leader. No, you're the leader.
Okay, so they just reviewed. We're told that the 11 right here is in fact the leader.
Caution comes out. There's the accident, which the grass looks like you got a piece of it there. And then when the
That's fucking bullshit.
I don't know exactly what that is. That's a timestamp, and NASCAR goes back to the last completed scoring loop. And so even if another truck's ahead at this point in the race, he might not have been at the scoring loop. So it's kind of hard to decipher, but NASCAR has a system that they've proven is exactly science, and it's correct.
So there you see Corey Heim over Ben Rhodes.
So this next restart is the same lineup. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now Tanner Gray's out for him. And he will be up behind Ben Rhodes and Peters. And what started before, when Ben got that great start, it was Daniel that was getting the show. Right. So a little different players, but equally talented drivers trying to get the job done against Goliath.
Huh. Wait, he did? Huh, I wasn't aware of this until you just told me just now.
Let's listen to Ben Rhodes' radio.
Yeah, I remember when Timothy Peters landed on his roof back in 2017. Yeah, Ben Rhodes has been. Yeah, I noticed Ben Rhodes hasn't won the one.
I think he got loose.
Damn.
I don't see Corey Heim as fast as his truck is to not wrap the bottom. 3, 1, and 2. I don't think he meant to be up there.
All right, so here's the timestamp.
So it's green there, right? Is that the moment the caution came out? But it goes back to the last scoring.
Again, it's kind of hard to explain because it goes back, and that's not where the decision was made.
And the last scoring loop, I don't have the map in front of me, but it could be way back, towards the center of 1 and 2, possibly.
Stephen Parsons looked like he got a little bit out of whack on that restart, and they decided to come and put some Goodyear Eagles on that Smoky tractor truck. I like saying that. Smoky tractor.
So there's 7 different scores.
Parsons can still get a top 10. Same with Spencer Boyd. And also, Stephen Parsons' teammate Nathan Bird's up there as well.
So to me, it looks like he probably moved in the middle of 1 and 2, which would line it up the way it is.
Corey Heim is very happy where it is, wherever it is. Now we've got to execute on this restart better than we did the last. What an exciting run that was off the second turn, wasn't it?
Here's the loops.
Here's those loops you were explaining.
So the caution came out in this loop right here.
and that's why you didn't get to see everything that happened. But it might have been this week.
Yeah, it was a
Maybe
lead.
maybe it was this week. I don't know. We just know it's one of those two, okay?
We just know how it works.
I just know NASCAR's been busy. They're 2 booths down from us going back, looking at that, because not only did they have to go look at those pictures, but they were 3 wide.
Tanner Gray's having a quite good run tonight.
Kind of surprised me. We saw Hemrick go to the top and give that shove to Ben Rhodes, and he's back. Hemrick's going to be on the tailgate of Rhodes and try to do what they did on the last restart.
Tanner Gray probably said, boy, I just got to a better position because I was in fifth. Right? At the first car in the bottom lane. Well, why am I going to
I still have hopes that one of the other Tricon trucks can win this year. I have a feeling it's going to happen. Just a matter of when, not if. 10 o'clock, officially 10 o'clock in the Midwest, and it's 11 p.m. Eastern where you're at.
Hasn't won since May of 23.
Also, I wouldn't mind Ben Rhodes winning. Yeah, I wouldn't mind Ben Rhodes winning. I don't give a shit if people hate him or not.
He's just wondering what's going to happen next. He's produced the fastest truck over and over and over again.
Will it pay off tonight? Can he close the deal?
All right, time for NASCAR overtime attempt number 2 in the Truck Series race at Texas Motor Speedway. Here we go. Ben Rhodes is there.
And they're going to sidetrack each other crazy on this back straightaway. He's still there. And look at Hemrick's going to have a big run.
Hemrick's coming.
Where's he going to take it?
White flag, 1 lap to go, 3 wide. Oh, Ben Rhodes got loose. Fuck. Lost it in that corner. Fuck. All this for a fucking Corey Heim win. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Fuck this race. All this. I think Ben Rhodes almost had it.
That was worth the wait for, wasn't it? It was. And unfortunately, Ben Rhodes got freeing up a little bit there in 1 and 2. He fell back to 6 after a solid effort to try to win the race.
Daniel Hemrick with a hard charge there with a lap to go. And up second, Roger Caruth with his best effort this season.
Almost had it.
Yeah, got to be pleased with that effort. He put himself in a position to win this race. After starting outside the top 20.
Yeah, it's always nice to see the truck that deserved to win. You know, there's a lot of things that could have happened there. You almost couldn't win the race. Where I felt all the things that happened, but they had the fastest truck. They deserved to win the race, and I like seeing that. Hey,
it is time time. Youngest driver to win 14 races all time. 22 years old. He's looking for that flag.
And also, I thought the caution came out when they were on the backstretch and Raja Caruth got the lead. It's fucking stupid. I feel like NASCAR fucked them over. It's like when we thought Chase Briscoe was ahead of Bell in Texas 2017, but they said Bell was in front.
So much love and respect throughout this spins is there.
But Corey Heim had to survive restart after restart after restart, but finally you are a winner here at Texas. Bring me through those final laps. I get the hold on again, road to the Daniel Emmerich. I what it feels like to get this one.
Yeah, I was looking to take that one away from me. I've given it to Danny this year so far, so just so proud of you guys, guys. So special to win a national foster care awareness month with this food truck. So grateful for Zach for putting that on, and just overwhelmed obviously so many restarts there at the end, and guys were trying to slow
Yeah, they fucked over Raja Caruth on that that next to last restart. I'm sorry.
drove until I couldn't anymore. So, kind of makes my breath, as you can tell, but still grateful for Toyota and Safe Bike.
Who the fuck is?
Corey Heim, your winner here at Texas. Daniel Emmerich, Kennedy started second, finished second, but it was a little rough in the middle there. How did you do that with 50 lap tires?
Man, Stephen Parsons, man, finished 12th. Had a good run tonight, but came up short of a top 10, let alone a top 5 finish. At least Hemrick got second. Hey, and Bailey Curry got another top 10, gets a top 10. At least there's those.
You'll take days and results like that. So great excuse by everybody. Pick your rebound a little bit, pick them break. They're in the Interstate too. We lost transition. And, oh man, second's not fun, especially if you take winning this year. But we have a lot of people here from that celebrating.
Yep. Jack Wood finishes another race with a clean truck, so at least there's that, I guess. Cody Dennison somehow gets a top 20 finish. Yeah, I'll admit the old Texas was better. However, though, when IndyCar came, it seems like. However, though, when IndyCar raced at Texas, it was a different story.
That little bit of momentum that Corey Heim lost there with Roger trying to get underneath him was what allowed them to stay in the right quarter panel of Corey Heim and let him drag race down the back straightaway. That move Daniel made to get into second.
Dang, Ben Rhodes almost had it. Watching the replay. Then Hemrick. I'm surprised Hemrick couldn't give him a. Yeah, Yeah, Hemrick couldn't almost close. Fuck. Sorry, that's so tricky.
Don't wreck it and give it away and not even finish the race. Yeah, man, I'm standing here watching that replay and saw turn one and got a little grimace on your face, but I'm overall thought that was a good night after what you went through last week. Yeah, no, after last week, how steering issues, running up front, running for a win is a big deal, especially for the Simmer, low at Ford F-150. Those folks out here at locals, this has been great, doing a lot for them. I wish we could have got them in victory lane, but we had a good showing tonight. I was a little upset, and even still watching the replay with how it ran in 3 and 4 by Heim. Basically, you can see him come off the bottom, and the groove is extremely narrow here. That's why all the cracks kept happening. I had to lift. I think he had to lift, and that's what opened up for 3 wide down the front stretch, and then while we're in 6th place, we lead. I felt like we were leading coming to the white, and it was short-lived. It all stems from that corner back there. When you get pushed up out of the groove, and you start having to come out of the gas, that's a big deal, and that's what opens up for 3 wide racing. So, not the happiest about that. I'll log into the memory bank, but when you have an opportunity to win races with this playoff format, it's really important to do that. So we have to capitalize on that when we can. So we tried. We tried on 3 restarts tonight, but that's racing in the Truck Series, and that's why it's so exciting for all the fans. So thanks everybody for tuning in and all the fans that came out to support us tonight.
Davey? Thanks, Todd. And a shout out to Raja Caruth, 4 straight top 10 finishes. As Corey Heim continues to celebrate in victory lane, a lot more action coming your way. The truckers are back at it next Saturday in Kansas. Cup practice tomorrow at 11 a.m. on Amazon, and Sunday coverage begins at 2 on FS1. Coming up next right here, it's Live Golf Korea.
Well,
round 2. What a night.
I'll see y'all tomorrow for the Xfinity race. Good race. I mean, overall, it was a good race. Got a little crazy in stage 2, and then we got to the latter end of this race, and it got a little crazy. But and of course, the streak of truck races without an overtime has officially come to an end, unfortunately. But it was meant to end at some point anyway. Corey Heim, he was the best truck, but he had to serve. I mean, to be fair, he did what he had to do. Um, I mean, he did what he needed to do to win this race. Other drivers challenged him, and on that um, restart, um, before the second attempt at overtime, I personally feel like Raja Cruz was dicked over, and then we had a lot of contenders get taken out. Like Jake Garcia was having a good night. Stuart Friesen, man, fuck, so frustrating to see him come up with another crappy result. Oh, I mean, but there's nothing wrong with going hard, racing hard for the win. Am I right? Or for position, whichever. Grant Enfinger, I was hoping he would have a shot. And here's the others whose night ended unfortunately. And yeah, I feel like the personnel in the Fox booth needs to change too. Dragging on too long. Don't mind me. So with that said, I'll see y'all tomorrow for the truck race. Have a good night, and I'll see y'all next time. All right, bye everyone. Peace out.